there like 30 minutes ago, and I was like, all right, by the time I start this live, it'll have hit
Which is
10K.
crazy because I thought TikTok would have been there, but we're 9,294, so we got like a little under 700, a little over 700. But
I low key have given up on TikTok as a platform because it feels like a new version of Amazon.
No, I agree with all of like the buying and the shopping and it's a lot.
It's
and
too much.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's
What's up,
Joe, Chris?
Joe,
What's
before you already went live?
Yeah.
Did you go live on Instagram?
I have in about 2 seconds, and there we are. Boom. I made sure I was ready to go. Shay, Chris, Spencer, what's good? What's good? Spencer was from earlier. There he is. He's back up. He's back here. He been waiting for the past 15
What's
10 minutes.
good, peoples? What's good?
I love it.
Hey.
Welcome, everyone.
Yes, sir.
There it is.
I'm sorry.
There it is.
I'm sorry. My
energy.
We had homecoming this.
Oh, never mind. I thought that was 10K.
Oh no. We had homecoming this weekend. I hate that I couldn't make it, but like our football team won, so
there you go. My computer's freaking out. There we go. Cool. We're good. What's up, everybody? We have the wonderful Miss Mel here, but you already know who she is because we talk about her like 20,000 times every single time we have it either an episode or a live. I honestly don't know how many episodes. Like it'd be more episodes that we talked about you than not talked about you. I feel like at this point. So
see, y'all are just like besties right now. My online besties.
I love it.
Yeah, we be plugging.
Hey,
so MomoCon.
There you go. See, I didn't even have to do it, Mel. P did it for me. She fighting us, P. She fighting
Mel,
she
come
fighting
on, Mel.
it.
Just let it happen.
She's fighting it, man. She fighting it. It's killing me.
I will try.
She fighting it, man.
Joe, and I did it because I be wanting Joe to go to some other cons. I'm like,
listen, I know. Mel just trying to stay in the state. Mel ain't trying to lead the state.
Yeah,
come on,
man.
Just for one.
I'm trying. I'm trying to do commutable.
Are you up north, Mel?
To meet the best.
I am. That's why I attended Anime NYC, and that's why I'm going to New York Comic Con next week because it's commutable for me. I just need to hop on the train.
I need your phone out constantly so I can get all the updates from you. Like I need them.
Yeah,
I need them.
You got it. I'm gonna be like all over the place. I am trying to get into that Bleach panel, into the One Piece panel, and also the Digimon panel that apparently is going on.
Wait, what? Oh, I just started my. Well, you saw that. I just started my kids. Yeah, they like it. They like Digimon.
Which Digimon did you start?
The first one.
Okay, because I'm going to say though, like Digimon Tamers, very dark stuff in Tamers.
Really?
So,
it is.
Just be a little.
I never made it. Did
careful.
I make it out of the first one? I can't remember. I have to go back and look.
Yeah, Tamers is got some really adult themes.
Yeah,
stuff.
Very, very interesting shift for Digimon.
Very
That's for sure. Yeah.
Probably one of my favorites, but yeah, it's dark.
It's a good season. Don't get me wrong, but it's like very off-brand for what the rest of like the Digimon franchise is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Mel, I know this may be. I don't know if this is possible or not. Is there a chance you could like bring your camera down just a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, Instagram folks?
Beautiful. Because that'll help me for when I make the clips and stuff from all of this.
You got it.
Appreciate
Instagram
it.
people, if you are on Instagram, just come on over
to the YouTube. Come on. Oh, I didn't do that. Matter of fact, let me do that real quick. But
yo, what's going on, chemist?
But before we get started officially, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome. I'll do a 4P. He ain't doing his arms no more. Welcome to another.
You gotta do.
I know. Welcome to another live with Life with the Anime Podcast. We are your host, Family Man Joe.
And Mr. Music Major. How y'all
doing? And as you can see, we have our very close friend, our bestie, Dean Bestie. I loved it. When you said that, it made my heart happy. It made my heart happy.
Low key hockey.
Our bestie Mel here. If you have seen any of our episodes or any of our lives, you have definitely heard us mention her name. And if you haven't seen the episode with her, I believe it was episode 2. So episode technically 11, episode 11 of season 2, Life with Anime Podcast. Go check it out. Get her background. See more about her and what she loves about anime and manga and all that stuff in between.
Shout out Mel. Shout out Simon.
Man, whatever, bro. If you are here on YouTube, make sure her handle is tagged in the title. I don't know, is it technically considered a handle on YouTube? I don't know.
I think it is. I think it's a
Okay,
handle.
her
Yeah.
handle is tagged in the title on the YouTube title of this live. Make sure you click that, subscribe, check out her content, her Dandadan video, her fall anime list video. Go check it all out. Show her some love. She's getting on the shorts train. Finally, we love to see it. More and more.
I am.
And you're killing them. Had some folks from Japan overseas commenting on the orb
that
video.
Made me so hyped. Bro, I was like, "Where's the translation button on the app? Why can't I find it?"
Exactly, it's dope. That was awesome to see that. I was super happy for you. Orb is fire. I enjoyed it.
It's good, right?
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really, really good. So if you guys haven't seen it, Orb, I forgot what the full title is. Mel, do you remember?
Orb on the movements of the earth, because it's basically about like a time in the 15th century. A lot of people have told me that it's in like Poland time, like 15th century in Poland, but it's called Kingdom P when you're watching the anime. And it's during a time where people was still believing that the earth was the center of like the universe, and they started like exploring that it's not really the center of the universe, that the sun is actually the center of the universe. And during that time you could have been persecuted for having such thoughts, because it went against like what was the actual thought at the time. It's really good. It's got like Vinland Saga vibes, right? Like
really
a little bit, right?
It really does. It really does. But yeah, so if you guys need a person that has all the recs, the best anime that you probably don't even know about that exists, go check out her channel. Mel's on top of all of it.
If not for Mel, Dandadan would not have been.
Listen, bro, what? Yeah, we can bring up Dandadan a little bit, and we'll give a heads up.
By the way, Spencer, yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
but
great, isn't it?
It is great. But yeah, make sure y'all go over there to Mel's channel, support her, show some love. If you love us, you have to love Mel, because you just have to. That's how it works.
Just have to. That's how it works.
It's how it works. So if you don't love Mel, then you clearly don't love us. Long story short.
I don't think it's that serious, guys. But
no, it's that serious.
No, it's that serious.
It's that serious.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate all the 15 of you, 14 of you, whoever, I can't count. 14 of you that are currently here. 15, see, look, and just bumped up to 15. 15 of you that are here watching on YouTube. Again, if you are in the Instagram, glad that you are here and watching, but would love for you to come over to the YouTube, where we are actually reading the chats and answering your questions, talking back to you, answering whatever you guys have to say. Just more interactive over here on the YouTube side. So definitely
I see a lot of things about Fairy Tail. Come on over here. I'll discuss Fairy Tail with you.
Oh, dang. Lord have mercy. We don't have time for that. But those of you that are here on the YouTube, again, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Please go ahead and hit that like button. Lets the YouTube algorithm know that you guys are having fun over here, that you're loving it, and it helps us and it brings more people over here. Our new goal for concurrent watchers is 50. Can we hit 50? Can we hit 50? That would be dope.
Let's get it.
So Shay actually, which is funny, Shay just texted me, said your Colt is actually pretty tasty. We were making another drink, and so I told her, the crazy thing is, I'm gonna read the text that she said. Hold on 1 second. It's hilarious. So at this point, because she had saw that there was a cocktail that had your Colt in it. I was like,
that's the yogurt one.
Yeah, the yogurt one. And I said, I don't know if it's good, but Mel said it's good. So she said, well, if Mel said it's good, then it's good. LOL.
And here's the thing. Honestly, Mel, I don't like yogurt, but I would try it because you said that it was good.
Yeah.
You guys are putting too much faith into my words.
Listen.
I
mean, you haven't heard us wrong yet.
Mel, you were 100%. So even if you drop one, I'm like, you at 99. Like, it is what it is. I'm cool. So shout out Shay. I'm drinking one right now. I put your Colt in it, but it's pretty damn good.
We're having tea tonight. Wait, what are you having today?
That's not a shot. That's a double, my boy.
Oh, it's a double.
That does look like a double.
Absolutely, it's a double.
How we got a Minnie Mouse
glass?
How we got a Disney double shot glass?
Let's get into that. Yeah.
That's very fascinating.
Yeah, very crazy. But appreciate you guys all being here. Mel, thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
Thanks for having me.
We love having you. You know,
it's always fun being here. And everyone, make sure you like the stream.
Yes.
What Mel said. Okay, there we go. I'm back.
Shout out. What's up, Jermaine? Shout out to you, Jermaine.
Jermaine was over there getting waxed in Spark and Zero earlier.
Man. I think a lot of people have been getting. Ape Vegeta been giving y'all a fit over there, man.
Rob was streaming. Apparently, the servers are having some issues because a lot of people have been lagging and having some issues. So, hopefully, they get that fixed here really, really soon.
I mean, I feel like there's so many people that are locked into that game that it's kind of not surprising.
Yeah.
I haven't gamed like that in so long. Like, I want to buy it, but 9 times out of 10, if I buy it, I'm probably not going to game like everybody else. At least
Tracy was like, Tracy and Robert even Rob hit us up, was like, hey, yo, that's actually one of the questions.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I want to get the game, but I don't have the time.
And that's the thing. I don't got the time to like dedicate like for the craft. Now, if you would have caught me like Ninja Storm 1 and 2, in college, I would have waxed all y'all's asses. But now, yeah, I can't do it.
I feel that it's like the earlier Dragon Ball Z games that like some of the earlier Bleach games that I used to play, and then not in anime, but I feel like it's so loved in the anime community. Like there is manga for it, Kingdom Hearts.
Bro, listen, what? That's the game.
That's my forever favorite. If they could like give me 1 and 2 for the PS5, I will play it all over again.
Yes, man. I could literally play the intros on repeat like all day long. Like it just stirs up all the feels. Go ahead, P, hit it. There it is.
Let's go.
Yeah, them fire.
Utada Hikaru is the champion. She is the GOAT.
Man, crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, real quick. I know y'all should, if y'all here, y'all should know Mel. But I had a little fun putting this a little bit together. But we're gonna show some of Mel's content, and it's from her stories.
Oh.
So if y'all
that's not even real content for me.
But it's hilarious because when Mel finds a show that she's in love with, like this one, she goes off, and you get to see like all the different emotions and spectrum from Mel, and it's absolutely great. And so I figured it was okay because you put it on your stories, so you had already had it out there. So I figured it was fine. Yeah, it exists. So I'm not doing nothing I'm not supposed to do. So real quick, if you have not seen the second episode of Dandadan, okay, there may be some like slight spoilers, but I cut out most of it that's like out of context. We hit it.
We here.
We just hit 10K on Instagram. It's about damn time because Instagram took forever to grow. Man, that's awesome. That's dope. Thank you for letting me know, P. Thank you for letting us know. Yeah, that's awesome. Now we need Now we need YouTube 10. Listen, I'm gonna say this now. Me and P haven't talked about this for sure. We got to iron the details, but we hit 10K on YouTube. I got an unopened Xbox Series X over there that we will do a giveaway with once we hit 10K on YouTube. So y'all I don't know. Y'all are obviously here supporting. So whenever that happens, we're gonna probably I'm gonna find a way to do it through the live. I think that's the best way to do it because we get the people that truly support.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah, it would be super fun. So I'm gonna find a way to do it through the live. So especially that y'all
I have an idea.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll figure this out. But there's literally an Xbox Series S X like 10 feet away from me right now that we will give away.
Can I also join in?
What you mean? No, absolutely not. No,
he wants to get in on the giveaway.
I was like, what you mean?
Worth the ask.
But let's get into some of this Mel content, and then we got one other thing we're gonna do, and then we're gonna get into actually starting up the live here. So let's have some fun watching Mel.
No, this girl, she's losing her mind because he's named Takakura Ken, and she can't accept it, and he is just losing his shit because she is not using her abilities. Oh, poor boy. Yo, I love this story. They're both like honestly the funniest. Oh God. Oh. No, not the way that he's screaming. Yo, someone please put out the fire.
I can't with my laugh sometimes.
She needs to stop tossing my guy into stuff because this is Dandadan. Why the fuck not? Oh, look, it's the cat. You guys, it's the cat.
That was my favorite
Sorry,
one.
I'm really excited about the cat.
That was my
Look
favorite
how
clip.
his shoes are.
This is my
Come on,
second
fam.
favorite.
I'm kind of like really emotional right now because all he wanted was a friend, and he got cursed in the event of that. So he didn't want to miss his chance. Oh, Momo's so cute. Best girl. Dum, dum. Oh, so cute. What? Called her ugly. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I had to. What I did was I basically tried to find every range of emotion that Mel had while watching this episode, from her laughing to her being excited to being upset to crying almost to then getting back to going crazy again. So that was Mel. Watching your stories are always the best.
Oh, it's
I
always
absolutely
the
love
Oh,
it.
thank you. Oh my God, when he called her ugly,
Bro,
I
that
was
was
like, oh my
crazy.
God. Emotional moment. She's like trying to comfort you.
I'm so
and he's just
sorry.
like, yo, you're ugly. And I was like, what?
The episode I don't know if it was like or that I watched tonight. I don't know if it was in the manga. I can't remember. But when she was like going through like all of his flaws and whatnot, and he's just like, bitch. Like, sir.
Yes. Yo, them in the beginning is like so funny. So funny.
I like their relationship. I love how that's gonna block. Like it's low key. I think that's why I like Dandadan. Like it gives me the action, but like I'm a romance junkie, so it gives me like elements of that as well.
Yeah, it'll get there.
Yeah,
for those of you that haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I know I forgot who it was, Papa or something like that, said it seems overhyped based off the first 2 episodes. I get that. It's been. I think
get it.
I get that. I do get that. I think you give it some time. I think you're truly gonna enjoy what you get from this show. I really, really do. Shout out Fallen. Yeah. Shout out Fallen. Fallen, appreciate you with this $5 super chat. What's up, my goats? Oh, appreciate that. And I know I know she meant goat because she was talking to Mel. Mel was so right about Dandadan. It's so fire. Sadly, I can't stay because I'm in the car, but I love y'all and have a good stream. Fallen, appreciate it.
Fallen.
Yo,
thank you
facts,
so much,
bro.
Fallen.
Mel,
I'm really happy. I'm really happy that like anyone that I put onto it like is enjoying it. Because the worst thing is when you put somebody onto something and it's like they don't like it, and I'm like, oh, that kind of hurts. Not because like I like it, but it's because I put you onto something and you're kind of like struggling through it. Like it's the same if you recommend a restaurant to somebody and they don't like it. It's like, damn, I'm sorry I did that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recommended Chainsaw Man to Joe, and he was like,
Oh man, yeah, that was a rough one. That was a rough one.
Was it rough? Well, it was just overhyped.
It wasn't rough. It was just overhyped. It was. I would have enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it. I thought it was a good series, but I wasn't as enthralled with it as much as everybody else was. All right, real quick, I'm gonna do this. Actually, dang, I don't even have that next to me. Where did I put it? Oh, I put them all over there. Give me 1 second. Y'all entertain them real quick for like 10 seconds.
Yeah. So to Logan's question, there's going to be 12 episodes for the fall. It's a split core, so that means the second half of season 1 is going to drop in summer 2025. So in total, it's going to be 24 episodes. Whether you want to think of it as season 2, you can think of it as season 2, but technically it's season 1.
I wonder where they're going to start or stop at like these last like few 10. What do you think they're gonna?
I think that like we'll probably meet Gigi at the end of like this part, but I don't think they're gonna start the Evil Eye arc these 12 episodes.
So that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that 100, especially I now understand why people say, especially if you read the manga, why people say like the OP and the opening like gives a lot of information, because based off of what they gave us, I was like, oh, so we're going to go into this like a little bit more than what I thought we were going to go into. Like even these first 2 episodes, like it's really like a really fast paced show for right now.
I think it has to though, because it's got to get to the characters. We got to get, because right now we have 2 characters. We got to get the whole crew through there.
So. I feel like it's going to take 4 to 5 episodes to deal with Turbo Granny.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I was thinking. Like, I'm thinking that that's going to be wrapped up within the next, 2 to 3 episodes. 100%.
Exactly.
Logan is back. The man Logan is back. He did. He
He
really
we got
did.
our notepads out.
Man,
No,
he said already gave Joe
class
the
is
heads
not
up.
in session.
That's fun. Already gave Joe the heads up. I was coming through to help with the haircut funds. Keep the knowledge coming. Mel, we got our notepads out. That's awesome. Hey, yo. So listen, I was supposed to get it this weekend, but my boy was busy. So I didn't get it. So
here's the thing, Joe don't care, man.
Man, listen, I really don't.
And so
I really don't. The only time I care is if I'm playing, and I'm not playing right now. So
Joe don't care, which like fine, but I'm also like jealous because Joe can grow more hair than I can, and I can't.
Oh, my head.
I mean, that must be
you got
lovely.
the beard, though.
I got the beard. Like God did give me the beard, but like this little crown piece up here.
I'm patchy. You know what I'm saying? I want the beard. I'll trade you. I could go bald.
Oh, I will trade 100%.
I could be bald.
I will look like a naked mole before I have this.
I can't even relate. That's the only reason why I won't like crop my hair short is because the time it takes for it to like grow back. Yeah. So in the early pandemic, really TMI, I got really bored. So I actually got an undercut. That was fun for a minute, but I got an undercut in the middle of November. So anytime I put my hair up, my head was freezing.
Yeah. No,
yes,
Rufus.
Naked mole, right? Listen, I promise you. Like, I do believe I look 34, 100%. If I was to shave this off, instant 25.
But hey, yo, man, I appreciate you, Logan. Thank you so much, brother. It means a lot, really does. And you as well, Fallen. I know Fallen left probably already, but shout out to Fallen again as well. All right, let's. I gotta do the promo before we get going, and then we'll really get into it. Shay, I wear a hat now. Honestly, truthfully, I never used to wear hats, so this is truthfully what happened. And I bet, hopefully, she's watching. I'm sure she's watching. She always does. Shout out to Wifey. I wore a hat one day, and Wifey liked it. And so then the hat was a constant thing. You know what I'm saying? Wifey liked it. So I'm like, all right, listen, if Wifey likes it, then I got to wear it more often. So that's
how it usually goes.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Hey, listen, hat all day long. I got about 50 hats upstairs now. You know what I'm saying? But
I get it.
But to the promo, to what we got to do, we do this every stream. So those of you that are here already know. Those of you that are new that don't know, pay attention. Okay? Pay attention. But partnering with our boy Dominic. I'm not wearing a shirt today like I normally am. I'm actually wearing a Kid Goku shirt to represent Daima. But our boy Dominic, hopefully you can still hear me while you see Naruto's face. I picked a different one today instead of the Goku. But partnering with our boy Dominic to give you guys some free dope merch. And want to show you guys how to do that. He's an amazing, absolutely phenomenal artist. As you can see from this alone, I would have brought the other ones over here, but you know, it's too much to carry.
That one's pretty.
That one's my favorite,
I like
honestly.
The colors, the color contrast is nice on that.
Yeah, Goku's like a close second for me. So real quick, I'm gonna switch to this real quick. Cool. And then, man, all right, hold on. See,
we gotta cut it. We gotta cut it real quick.
We gotta cut it, boss. Sorry, y'all. Say, boss man ruining stuff over here.
Boy, he giving us bonuses.
That's true. We getting paid.
Wait.
We getting
Am
paid.
I employed as well?
Hey, you know what? You know what, Mel? I'll make sure you get your cut.
Oh my God, I'm employed as well.
The thing. 3 celebs on stream. Okay, love to see it. This is the Boss Man Shonen Showdown, man. Love you, brother. Appreciate you. He was streaming earlier, getting his butt kicked, like I mentioned on Sparking Zero. Was blaming the Wi-Fi connection and
was he playing against people, or was he actually playing like the
he was playing against people with the chat.
Oh, so Rob was getting his ass kicked. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But hey, brother, you know we love you, man. We appreciate you as always.
You, bro.
You know, whenever you're ready to do some content with your boys again, let us know. It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? We miss you. We miss you, boss man. We made sure the toilets is clean. We done swept the floors, mopped the floors, everything looking sparking clean over here. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I was about to say I haven't seen you guys hanging out in a bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, sad face.
What's good?
Right. I gotta show your employees some love, man.
Bro, like, come on, Sam. We might
We're only good for cleaning toilets, man. That is what we do.
But love you, Rob. Bro.
Can I do the administrative work?
Hey, Mel, you see the thing is, Mel, you on the top, you up echelon. You don't you're not with us cleaning toilets. You and already skyrocketing the top.
I'll just do like some admin work. If you need some paperwork pushed, I got you.
I will say real quick before you get into it, Joe, who always like checks on me, especially being that my father passed. I hate to get into that. Rob also checks in on me to be like, hey, yo, you good? Like, you need anything. So like Rob is not only a good person, but he's a good boss as well. So we appreciate you very much, Rob.
Thank you for the bonus.
Put that back in.
Thank you for the bonus. Appreciate you, boss man. It really does mean a lot having you come hang out and chill in here for real.
Don't let me
don't let them trick you.
Yo, I'm like tearing up over here.
All right.
Oh man.
All right. Let's get back into the homie Dom real quick. All right, let me share the screen. Boom, bing, bada, boom. So what you gotta do? Again, partner with Dom to get some free merch for you guys if you guys want it, you know. But what you gotta do, basically go to thedominicglover.com right here. Hopefully y'all can see that up top. I don't know if y'all can actually see that. thedominicglover.com. Go there. And actually, he dropped some new stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to clothing. Shout out to the homie Tracy. I'm Tracy Allen. Shout out to the Hidden Sub Village, but we're not checking him out. Where is it? Come on. Shop by. Hold on. I got to go collections. Where is it? It's got to be alphabetical order. Come on. There it is. All right.
I can't see it, but keep going. And I really want to see this, and I cannot see it. I don't know why mine is.
He just dropped. Man, he literally after the first episode, he like got straight to work on this piece, and he finished it so fast, so fast. My screen is not doing it justice, y'all. I'm sorry, but this hoodie is absolute gas. He sent it to me right away as soon as he finished it, and I love it. But basically, what you want to do if you want some free merch from Dom, basically what you do is you get what you want. You have to purchase. So the free merch comes with the purchase. So basically get what you want throughout the site, yada, yada, yada. Go to checkout. So we got the hoodie, whatever. Put your information in. We're not putting the code in the coupon code. We're actually going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. At the last thing, after you put all your information in, we're going to go down here to order notes under optional. You're going to type in LWAP. Oh, sorry. I typed on the wrong computer. LWAP. Once you do that, that lets them know that you were sent from us and that you will get the free shirt or the free print. So what you're going to do after that, type in what you want. I want a Dandadan, let's go print instead because we got the hoodie, right? So I want a Dandadan print. So with your purchase of the hoodie, you will then now get a free print of whatever you want. So you want the Dandadan print? Perfect. You want a Zoro t-shirt. All you got to do down here, Zoro shirt. And you'll get whatever character or everything you want, but you'll get the Zoro shirt in this case. And then after that, continue shopping, go through the cart, whatever, do what you gotta do, pay for it. And when you get what you ordered, you also then get the free item as well on top of that. So if you guys like what you see on there, go check it out. He's got a ton of stuff, absolutely ton of stuff. Obviously, I scrolled through a little bit as well when I was going through there, but he's got a ton of stuff, DC stuff, Death Note, Dandadan, his own personal stuff, some Disney stuff, Dragon Ball, Naruto. You saw the print earlier, you name it, he's got it. So definitely make sure you go check that out. And yeah, he's got some fire stuff. So
yeah, that Dandadan hits.
Dandadan hits, bro. It absolutely. When he sent it to me, I'm like, I need a hoodie. I gotta get that hoodie. So yeah.
Hey, also shout out to Drill. I don't even know if we shout out, but shout out to Drill.
I responded to him in the comments. He was talking about Dandadan earlier, but yeah, shout out to the homie Drill. From the podcast is real. Go check them out.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Twitch, YouTube, I believe, Spotify, all that stuff. Everywhere you could think of podcasts, I know they're on there. So go check them out. Him, Drill, and Vocals as well. Yep. Technically just Siri, and there's one other co-host, and I'm blanking on her name, and I apologize. But there's technically 4 of them now, so just the 2. But yeah, with that being said, we're gonna get Mel a little warmed up here, and then we're gonna get into. So obviously, the whole point here is we're talking about webtoons and manhwa, some of our favorites, all 3 of our favorites. Mel's got a lot of romance in there, you know. But I love it. I might have to pick some up. I think I've only picked up like 1 romance manhwa ever, but you got a lot, so we might have to check some out. But before we do that, I got a little blind ranking from Mel. So Pete, you are not involved in this one, okay? Because obviously you saw it, but I got a little blind ranking from Mel. Warm her up here, so we're gonna get this started. Mel, hopefully you can see that clearly.
Interesting.
Yeah, this will be fun. This will be a fun one. So anime blind ranking, female character edition, Miss AniMel. That's for the real later if I can get that right. So all right. Here we go. So the silhouettes clearly are not all female characters. So you know,
catfish.
So let's see. So first one we got
Sailor Mars. No.
So we got Miss Sailor Mars. Yeah,
I'm gonna place her at second just in case.
Yeah, good stuff.
I had a feeling she was gonna be towards the top. So Sailor Mars at 2. Okay. All right. Next one. Orihime.
She's gonna be number 5.
I figured.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I was like,
I threw it in there because I knew you're a Bleach fan, but I was like, let me figure out some females from some of Mel's favorite shows.
Would Rukia have been higher?
Yes, absolutely, hands down.
Yeah, that's right. I kind of figured that.
I don't know why did I think of Rukia. Okay, all right, I slacked on that one.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I'm blanking. Is it Yoshino?
Yes, Yoshino from Yakuza Fiance.
Bro, first of all, plug Yakuza Fiance so far is really, really good. I don't know if the second episode came out yet, but the first episode was great.
No, it hasn't. Okay. It dropped on Monday, right? On the 7th. So we probably won't get episode 2 until like next Monday.
Yeah. Okay. But really, really good show. Check it out. I know Mel reads the manga for this. But yeah, Yoshino.
I'm gonna put her at 4.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. All right. So we got 1 and 3 left.
Oh, yikes. This is gonna hurt depending on what the last one is, because I swear if the last one is Yoruichi and I put Robin at 1, I'm gonna shoot myself. But if I put Robin at 3 and somebody else that like I just don't care as much about, I'm gonna shoot myself.
Yeah.
So this feels like a probability loss, really high probability loss. For those of you who remember probability in mathematics. Let's see here.
Where are we putting Robin?
We're gonna put her at number 3. We're gonna put her at number 3.
All right, Mel. And your number 1. Your number 1 is your girl Momo.
I love it. I love it. Actually, I fucking love it.
I knew you would.
This feels like a win to me. So we got Momo. Momo is OG best girl right now.
Right now. Okay.
So we got Momo. We want Momo, Mars, Robin, Yoshino, and then Orihime.
Yes, this feels good to me.
Okay.
This feels very good to me.
Mel got a win on this one. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to curse on here.
First of all, I didn't even catch it, but I see Spencer like, wait,
I saw it.
Who dropped it?
I did, obviously.
Yeah.
I have no filter whatsoever. The number of times, the number of times that I film content, there are so many times that I curse that I'm just like, should I cut this out? There are some that I just like bleep it, the number of times that I have to bleep it when I like do content, and it's usually something I'm like really hyped up about, but also pissed about. Yeah.
I say you do a great job. Like, it's hard for me to filter. I finally figured it out, but Jesus, I'd be wanting to cuss a lot. But Joe will not let me.
Yeah, no. I need you to. You are part of this, so you do not get that liberty.
Hey, yo, Joe. So if I was to like cuss like really bad right now, could you just bleep out like the whole thing? If you could.
No,
do, like,
but I can't. I can't on the live. I can't on the live.
You right.
Yeah. So please don't do that to us. Not me. To us.
Okay.
To us.
Keep it going.
But yeah, that was fun. I was curious to see what you're gonna do with Momo. I was wondering where, obviously with it being fresh right now, I was really, really curious to see where you were gonna put that.
If you would have put Rukia in the mix, that would have
that would have been a problem for me, actually.
An issue.
If you swapped out Orihime for Rukia or like Yoruichi, it would have been really hard for me.
I don't know what I was thinking with putting Orihime and not putting one of those two in there. Hey yo. The other
bosses.
Yeah. Hold on real quick.
The other bosses.
Shout out to the boys. And I know that's gotta be Larry. Shout out to Larry from That One Piece Talk. Love you, brother. Shout out to Mel for having these guys on. They're pretty funny. Yeah, see? Mel run the show, you know what I'm saying?
I don't run the show.
Yo, we just here, man.
We just here. This is all about Mel. So, hey, we love y'all.
No, there's just good synergy here. When you become besties, this is just the vibe.
This is what happens.
This is the vibe.
Every time you say it, I'm just like, we're besties, yo.
Yo, you guys are literally like my online besties. I have been telling my friends, like my IRL friends, about you guys. So I feel like that's bestie level at this point.
Let's go. No, we love it. We're glad. We're glad we made it to this point. We made it, P. We big time.
We made, hey, yo, by the way, I just want you to peep this shirt real quick and see the fact that Tanjiro is on with all of these big guys. I just want you to see that.
I mean, do you want to ruffle some feathers today?
Nope,
Are we like
we don't.
trying? Are we
Nah.
trying to
Mel,
create fires
Mel,
and
Mel, do
friction?
it. Mel,
We gon'
yo, Mel.
No.
Joe, let her go for 2 minutes. Go, man.
Wait, I don't have any fire to bring. I'm trying to get a ruffle. I mean, I'm trying to get to the webtoon sauce, man.
Yeah, it's okay. What's the ruffle, real quick though?
What ruffle?
You said you want to. Do we want to ruffle some feathers?
Oh no, what ruffle? We're not doing that.
I love Mel. She's on my side right now. I love it.
Okay, but I will say Tanjiro is a better character than Ichigo. Let's keep going.
Why you, Mel? Hold it, Mel.
Are you trying to provoke me?
Don't do it. Don't
Are you trying to provoke me? No, we're not talking about this.
We gonna move on because PB tripping. We gonna move on. And we gonna put Mel back on top. Matter of fact, you know what, P? You can go a timeout for a second, P. Go a timeout for a second.
Timeout. Oh my god. Stop.
There you go.
Okay.
We back. He about to kick me off.
I am. So I just wanted to say real quick.
The savagery.
Oh man, that's the issue with P having control to the controls. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you get to kick me, but I don't get to kick you?
Yeah, that's how it should go. That's how it should
How
go.
that works.
But man, here the topic of the day, you know what I'm saying, what we actually came here for when P was trying to start some nonsense, some ridiculous nonsense. We're here to talk some webtoons and some manhwa. Miss AniMel up there, again, real quick, there are 21 of you in here, and I can't see how many likes the stream has, but I have a feeling it's not 21. So
yeah, like the stream.
Do me a favor, like the stream. It really helps us out. There's 18, so it's close. Please like the stream. It really does help. It brings more people here. Our goal is to hit 50 viewers at one time, at concurrently at the same time. That would be really, really dope to make that happen. And then also, go show Mel some love. Her handle is tagged down there in the description, in the title. Go show her some love. Go subscribe to her channel. Go show her content some love. She's got some dope content. Obviously, if you've been here, you know that. We say that all the time. But if you're new here, Mel is the GOAT.
No.
Mel is the GOAT.
We're working to go level, but we're not at GOAT level now.
We're going to get there. But the content is GOAT level.
The content is GOAT level.
The recommendations, what you have to say is GOAT level. We just got to get the rest of the world to understand that. So,
yeah, your analysis on anime is top tier.
Yeah. So with that being said, go show Mel some love. Yeah. Let's get into these webtoons. So a lot of these are a combination of me, Preston, and he said I beat Chaozu.
No, yeah, I'm
sorry.
I'm saying one thing. And I know it's Larry. Larry said, "Yo, Rob, I saw you getting bodied by Chaozu earlier."
Because he exploded himself. That's crazy.
Oh, Jesus.
That's crazy.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. But this list, I think we got a list like 20. And it's a combination of all three of ours. Some of them overlap.
Yeah, I was about to ask, how much overlap was there?
They're actually, well, you put mostly romance in there, so it wasn't a ton of overlap.
Yeah. Honestly, okay. I wasn't trying to put too much action in there because I was like, I know both of y'all got that covered. I'm trying to add something new.
Here's the thing. I really wish that I would have put the remarried Empress in. That joint fire.
We've been going to do this for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
I just started reading it 2 days ago.
Really? I started reading it a few days ago too, but I don't know if I want to keep reading it because I don't know. I can't get over the art.
The art is very.
It's not my favorite.
If you remember like the 6th, 7th grade like books of like literature, and they used to have those stories in there, like it kind of reminds you of like it's not the best. It's like really just blasé, but the story solid. I don't like the mystery.
What? Hey, yo, Larry. I'm gonna need you to chill out, bro. What are we talking about? Where did that come from, bro? What? Like, hey, yo, bro. What?
Hey, yo, Joe, just answer the question, Joe.
The answer is yes, on a regular. What you mean, bro? What?
Hey, yo, so I get what he said. So have you ever been like I work from home, and sometimes.
Wait. What are we going? Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this?
Anyway, Larry always does. Larry, anyway.
Bro, Larry got something to say
my God.
nonstop.
You know
bro.
it's Larry. You
No,
know it's
ain't
Larry.
nobody else. Ain't nobody else gonna say nothing but Larry. Seb would say something too, though. Seb
Yeah,
got comfortable.
but Larry,
This
but
is a
Seb
lot.
ain't going that far to like no.
Hey, Larry better chill out, for he get his mod statuses revoked.
He does have
Oh.
mods.
He
He
got
does
mod
have mod
privileges.
status.
Where's Shay at when I need her? Shay, where you at, man? Come get this man.
Larry,
All right,
Jesus
let's
Christ.
get into these recommendations.
We're never getting into this.
Oh my god, bro!
Jesus.
All right. I
Joe,
tried
the fact that you stood up and show like I got issues with you too. Joe.
Disengage.
You asked the question. Yeah, next one. All right, first show. It's kind of mix and match. So obviously Mel's got hers. I didn't know Mel, so I took a few of yours out. Like, so I tried to shorten the list down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't have all 10 of yours in here.
That's cool.
But I tried to like look at each one. Like, this seems more like towards the top of your list. I don't know. So I did my best here. But this is obviously a Mel recommendation. I got to get into the romance. I know P's a romance guy, so I'm sure he might have seen some of these crosses face a little bit. But Mel, why don't you talk to us about Love for a Walk, available on Webtoons and has 35 chapters.
Yes. So Love for a Walk is a really cute romance story. They're full-grown adults. She's like 29, he's like 25, 26. And she just broke up with her boyfriend and has a dog, but has trouble training him. So her upstairs neighbor also has a dog. They bump into each other and she kind of hires him to take care of her dog during the daytime, because during the daytime, he basically like roughs her place up while she's at work. So in taking care of her dog, they kind of start to foster this relationship. It's a slow burn, but it's a really good slow burn. Like, they entice you with every couple of chapters, so you keep coming back and you don't feel like as frustrated with other slow burns.
Okay.
I really, really love the art for this. It's really nice. Like, I feel like it's very, I don't know if I want to say it's very realistic, but I love just the way that this person designs the characters. But I think it's a really great story, like really good. Stop.
Hey, yo. First off, we're not going to disrespect Hamtaro like that.
First of all, I was about to say, so first of all,
we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Hamtaro.
Wait, is it really your favorite anime though?
It's not.
No.
If anybody knows me, Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite anime. But let's not sleep on Hamtaro.
Yeah.
We're talking about a
Hamtaro's
little
great.
hamster that goes on hamster adventures. Like, bro,
With his friends.
With his friends.
Ham.
The ham. Listen, we not finna do this. Hamtaro, good stuff. Yo! Boo, 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 boo. Ha, ha, ha.
Shout out, Logan. What do you say? Class in session, notepad out. Chat, we got to
Get 'em
test
out.
on these Webtoons next
Webtoons
week.
next
Hey.
All right.
Matter of fact, you know what? I might have to do something with that, Logan. I might find a way to test y'all now that you said that. I might have to do that. Hey, yo, Logan, appreciate you, brother. We halfway to the cut right now. You know what I'm saying? We halfway to the haircut.
I hate Larry so much right now. I hate Larry so much right now.
Oh my.
Hilarious. All right. There you go. That's Love for a Walk. Shout out.
That sounds good though. That
It
sounds
does
really
sound good.
Yeah,
P.
especially if
Oh,
you
my
like
bad.
dogs. No,
Yeah.
we can move on.
My bad. But Pete, go ahead, Pete. It's all you, big dog.
Yo, so Bastard, without giving too much, this kid, bless his heart. On the outside, his dad is a very loving dad. Runs a Fortune 500 company. This kid also gets bullied at school, but also has the money to where he doesn't have to get bullied. Turns out he is his dad's accomplice to murders.
Oh.
All right.
And he hates that he has to do it, but he does it. The first chapter, tutor, like he's tutored, like the woman is tutoring the kid, tutoring the son. He goes to the bathroom, gets like a little hammer, and just whacks her off.
Stop. That actually sounds really interesting.
And we see, like, at the beginning, we see the dad, and dad is just happy, cheery, go lucky. Like, this dude seems like a frail individual, the dad. But a couple of chapters down, like, his face morphs, like he gets like this really like, oh yeah, like and honestly does not care about his son at all. Just that you help me do this. I don't love you. I don't like you.
Damn.
But you gonna do this.
That's intense, but that sounds like fun. It's always the ones that you don't expect.
Bro, when I tell you, I was like, whoa, and I cannot put it down. I have spent coins on Webtoon to continue this.
I understand that.
Yeah, it's a good read. It's a really good read. I love suspense. I love thriller. I love horror. This is all of that wrapped in one.
I think I'm gonna pick that one up.
Yeah, that's best.
I am gonna pick that one up. All right, I'm with it.
Cool. Logan was asking if it's on multiple sites. And I'm sure
it's on Webtoons.
I'm sure. I'm gonna say this. I'm sure I know for a fact everything that we're about to say is on multiple sites. However, we are going to suggest that you read on the legitimate sites, the official scans on the official
free
website.
For the most part. Yeah,
for the most part. Webtoons is pretty much free for the most part until you get to like the most like recent 5 chapters, something like that.
Sometimes it's like 15. Like they be.
It depends on. I think it depends on how many chapters the series has. Like something like this, it's like 93 chapters. Probably like the last 5 or probably like that. But if you've got like over 100 something, like 150, 200, it's gonna have 15. The best fathers are the ones not. Right, Dragon. That's crazy.
Yo.
Hey, listen, the dudes that grow up without fathers be turning into some dogs sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It builds character.
Absentee parents is part of the Shonen starter pack.
Bro,
builds character.
Yep.
You know
I was about to say, go back and listen to the live live before this, and I talked about how I met my dad for the first time.
Oh yeah, we did. We got a little emotional, sentimental with the dad talk.
I was about to say anime origin story. That was my origin story.
I hope Luffy repeats the cycle. Is crazy. Luffy don't give a dang about no. No, we can't. Hey, listen. All right, we're not letting Larry take us off on too many tangents here tonight because he clearly in full force today. So we're not gonna let Larry do this. We're not gonna let him do.
And knowing me, I will fall into the trap and go right along.
Yeah, my bad. First, I mean, y'all saw it, but it's available on Webtoons and has 93 chapters.
Also, manga readers. If you don't have the app for manga readers, very solid app. A lot of stuff on there, including manhwas, webtoons, and manga.
Yes. Mel, this is you. With your childhood friend complex. It's available on Webtoons and has currently 26 chapters, so fairly new.
Yeah, it's really new. I mean, I feel like a lot of the stuff that I gave you are newer stuff because some of like the stuff that I was reading is done, like Lore Olympus is done. That's another one, but I don't know if it's on this list. Anyway, so Childhood Friend Complex, I believe I mentioned it on the last time I was here when we were talking about Webtoons, like kind of towards the end. So this one's a little bit spicy because it's literally about like childhood friends, but maybe they sidestep the trope a little bit because there's not really like a lot of competition, but there's a little bit of competition, but they already know that they like each other, but they don't know, like each respective person doesn't like each other. But it doesn't start off, like, oh, like I have a crush on each other. Like, they don't really express their feelings. Right. So it actually ends up starting off very like, college-y-esque, which is where they're at. They're in college and it starts off with one really drunken night and they decide to literally go at it. I'm going to try to keep this as PG-13 as possible. They literally like go at it because they're drunk as hell. And then the next day they're like, holy crap, did we just do that? No. But then they're like, oh, but this is really exciting. I kind of like, even though this is my best friend and I don't really think of you that way, this might be something that works for me. Maybe we should try this again. So then they keep doing it again without expressing their feelings, and it's like, yo, where are we going with this? Where are we going with this?
I'm picking that
up. It's a really good one. It's like nice and spicy. It's like college kids, so it's like age appropriate. And I feel like when I was reading this, I was like, yeah, this feels like college to me.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay. That's
go ahead, Pete.
I will pick that up. That is hilarious.
Okay.
The fact that it's like we gonna keep trying. But we're not gonna talk about how we really feel.
We're not gonna talk about it. Exactly. We're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But that's college.
Real quick, let me find it. She just had it up here. I'm putting it up here. But Chris was asking the questions. Can someone explain to me the difference between manga, manhwa, and webtoons sounding similar? It's pretty. I mean, honestly, it's pretty kind of straightforward, but like it's also not at the same time. So like webtoons and manhwas for the most part are I think are really just webtoons, but they're made they're Korean, which is what manhwas are. So manhwas Korean. Webtoons are pretty much just like a different form. They're in color. Two, they're like you like scroll like as you're watching versus like scrolling right to left. It's up like basically vertical scrolling, and so it's like color pictures that you can kind of go through like that. I mean, then obviously manga, manga basically like reading a comic book, black and white comic book, as you turn right to left. That's the basic way of explaining the difference. Yeah. That's my most understanding that I have of them. I'm a big webtoon fan, especially because you get the color, right? So it's not like I had to up interpret, is his hair red, is his hair white, whatever it is, kind of thing. And
sometimes
manhwa. Go ahead. Yeah, but manhwa technically is the book version. So webtoons, as I understand it, you call something a webtoon because it's on the Webtoons app. That's the only reason why it's called a webtoon. Yes. Yeah. Like, for example, what's the best example I could use for this? Like when you say like Clorox, right? Clorox is the name of the brand.
Yes, exactly.
It's technically Bleach, right? It's the same thing as a webtoon. A webtoon is a web comic, but it's branded as a webtoon, but it's just something that people are using interchangeably. A manhwa is more like the physical copy.
There you go.
But in general, if it's online, it's a web comic. Yes. Yep. And manhwa more or less refers to comics from Korea because webtoons are not exclusive to like Korean artists. They also have like other artists that they can publish their work on there.
Yes. Correct. Yeah. So webcomic is like you said, like Kleenex versus tissue paper. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Kleenex is the brand. Tissue paper is what you're actually using, kind of thing. So webcomic, webtoon, and then manhwa and manga. Hopefully that answers your question, Chris.
That's good way to clip that up because that I think a lot of people have that question.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because I had to make I made sure too, and I looked like, okay, so is webtoon the brand or is webtoon like what it actually is, or is it webcomic? And so I looked like I'm like obviously there's multiple apps that have web comics on them. Is webtoon just the most popular one that we all know about? Like there's some ones on here that are on Tapas app, which is one that I also use.
Correct.
That has my favorite web comic on there, which we will get to soon.
Oh, so it's up here. Okay.
Yeah, it's up here.
I know what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is. But cool. That's next one. We have Swordsmaster youngest son or Swordsmaster's son, depending on where you see it at. But this is on Tapas. There you go. So Tapas is another app that has web comics on there as well, light novels as well. So light novels is just like the book version without the pictures. There's another one in there. But this one is very not isekai, but very reincarnation type. But he stays in the same world. It's his world, so he's not going to a different world.
Joe, I ain't seen it, Joe. I just know you like it.
This is I'm a big reincarnation isekai video game type. So when you see those are mostly mine. But basically, he's born into a family as the 12th son, I believe, something like that. 12th son. And at birth, he was cursed. His family is known for their swordsmanship, like the elite of the elite, top of the top, and he absolutely sucks at swordsmanship. Like he works harder than anybody else to try and develop his swordsmanship, and for whatever reason, he just sucks with the sword. He gets kicked out of the family, and discovers his ability to use magic, and it's just like, oh, like this is awesome. And then basically discovers that he has a curse, and he kind of pairs up with this deity that breaks this curse on him. And the second the curse is broken, he realizes, oh, like I actually have skill with the sword. The next day, dude dies. So he lives his whole life like, yo, I suck. Like, this doesn't work. Like, what's going on? I have to leave my family. I figure out what's wrong with me. Like, life is like about to go on this whole turn. The next day he dies.
No, it doesn't.
And so then after he dies, he basically restarts over back when he was a kid, after he was technically cursed, but because the deity is with him, I think the deity has a lot to play with why he's reborn. We haven't, based on the 114 chapters so far, we haven't figured out exactly all of what's going on there. But he basically like turns into this dude that's like on a mission and is just cold-blooded, and I love it.
That sounds like fun.
It does.
I like the fact that he's not like the chosen one, even though his family has like this prestige.
So I missed that part. So technically he is the chosen one because there's this is crazy. So he is hold on. No, but like that's the thing. Like, he is the chosen one because there's this historical legendary sword from like the person who started the family and started the swordsmanship, and he like when he's a kid they all like go to the graveyard of swords and they pick a sword, and whichever sword you pick kind of tells you about it. So he picked the right sword, but he was in cursing, so he was the chosen one but failed, right? So it's like I
wanted him to get it out the mud, but so he's gonna be that guy though.
But the thing is he does get it out the mud. Like that's the thing, he gets it out the mud.
But see, and
he really does.
But he really does. So I want to say like, and not to even preference this, but like to bring like Naruto in, like I know a lot of people say like Naruto, like he got it out the mud, but he was destined to be that guy. I feel this is what it's going to give me. Like even though you feel like you had to get it out the mud, you were destined to be that guy.
I mean, he would, but I feel like again with Naruto, like Naruto still had to work. Like Naruto wasn't just like I woke up one day and I'm him.
I get it, but you were still destined to be that guy. Like you were going to be that guy. Like I but he's out the mud.
But
like
the thing is, he's got. Yeah, but it's different because he has 11 older siblings who are like, so his oldest sister is like her. Like she was meant to be like, she was supposed to take over and she's like, nah, I'm good. Like I don't want to. But everyone is scared of her because she could take anybody out like that, except for her dad. Her dad is the only person she can't beat. But without saying too much,
it sounds good. I'm intrigued.
Honestly,
I'm intrigued.
It's really good. It's really good.
Y'all are trying to really add to my read list when it's already really, really, really long.
No, I've been going crazy. Like I just posted on my story. I reread T-Bait, which obviously is going to come up here. All 188 chapters in a week. Like I've been going crazy. It comes back in a week. It comes back in a week.
When I tell you,
I'm excited for that.
Joe was like, "Hey, what about a manhwa line?" And I was like, I read a lot of manhwa. When I tell you over the past week and a half, I have.
You've just been binging?
Yeah, he's been trying to.
Oh no.
I have not done any. I haven't watched anime. I haven't read the latest chapters of nothing. I started to edit a video or two. I was like, well, can't do that right now. I have straight binged on like 8 different manhwas.
Okay.
Good stuff though.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. It's a good one. We need those videos though. She used to edit those videos because we need reels for next week.
I get it. I'm working on one as we speak.
Yeah, I slacked this week. I think I got one done this week. So
I should have this one done by like in the next day or so. Okay. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I think I clicked it. I thought I clicked it, but maybe I missed. There we go. Next one, Selfish Romance, available on Webtoons, has 19 chapters. Go ahead, Miss Mel.
This one is cute. So this one is 2 respective people that are like dating, like people that they really, really love and they really, really care about. But these respective people that they're dating, like each of these people on the cover, they are with them for the wrong reasons. So the girl has been dating this guy for a very long time because he feels obligated to date her. He doesn't have any romantic feelings for her, and she overhears him saying that to his friend on the phone one day. That's how the chapter opens up. Yes. So she's like, I don't really love her, but I feel like I need to marry her. I owe it to her. And they explain in the story at some point as to why he's doing this. So she causes a huge scene in a cafe and breaks up with him because they've been engaged for like 6 years or something like that, or some crazy thing like that. She's like, I'm not having this. I'm tired of you. I don't want to be with you anymore. Cuts it off. Similar story with this guy. He's been dating a girl, famous actress, for a while now. But she's like really selfish. She doesn't really say I love you. And she plays on his feelings. He also breaks up with her in some really vicious manner, but really wants to be with her. So these two end up meeting, want to make their significant others jealous. So they start fake dating and going to places where they could encounter their significant others so that they can see them together. But you know how these stories go, right?
That's great.
Spencer says 6 years. What you doing? Hey man, my man playing games.
I was going to say the same thing. 6 years of being engaged.
Facts. Doesn't love her. doesn't love her in any shape or form, but they're together. And these two people also like full grown adults. They're like in their late 20s, maybe even 30s.
I mean, yeah, you've been engaged for 6 years. You gotta have been doing some life for a little bit now.
Yeah, like I would say engaged at 25, maybe 25, 26. So you gotta be into your 30s now.
You over here
but
tripping.
this story is like really, really cute. I like it.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Next one, this one right here, boy. Yes, actually, Chris, this is the one I was just messaged about in the chat.
This one's the GOAT.
Yeah.
This one's the GOAT for me.
I'm enjoying it. So that's
Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. It's available on Webtoons. Has 230 chapters. At straight gas, absolute straight gas. Like storytelling, world building, characters, power system. Like there's not much that I'm like, there's a flaw with this. Like they didn't do this part of the story well. I know people have to find something. But
it's a 9.91 on Webtoons rating.
That's what I'm saying.
Out of 10.
Like, come on, bro.
9.91. Are you serious?
It's one of them for sure. But Mel, you know what, Mel? Go ahead and give us the synopsis on this one here, since
I just finished filming a video like 2 days ago on this, which I haven't started editing yet, but it's coming out next week. If anyone needs more details, like more in-depth details on Omniscient Reader, also called Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I can't do it justice. It's such a good story, but I guess it starts off with this guy who he's 28, so another adult, which I love. Adult stories are the greatest. And it opens up with him reading like his favorite web comic or web novel. I can't remember which it is. I think it's a novel, right?
Yeah.
His web novel on the train. This web novel has 3,149 chapters, and he has been Yes, he has been the only reader since chapter 50 for the last over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
This story has been getting him through life, through high school, bullying, workplace, like BS. It's been getting him through it.
Set it up, Mel.
Yes, but then this one day he's reading the very last chapter, and the author is like, "Hey, thanks for reading. I really appreciate your support. I'm sending you the full story, the full web novel, because you're going to need this, okay? Because after today, it's going to be paid content only. Good luck." And I'm just like,
wait, what?
What are we doing here? Why the hell does he need this web novel? All of a sudden, we enter an apocalyptic world. The train crashes, it stalls, like everybody needs to fight for their lives now. And they've just entered the story of the web novel that he's been reading for the past 10 years. And he becomes basically overpowered in a sense because he knows all, which essentially is what Omniscient reads. And he is the Omniscient reader in this title. Also, there's a couple of other stuff, but I don't know if I should mention it here.
Yeah, no. We'll let them find that. But yeah, it's really, really cool to see like this thing that he's been like clinging on to, like to help him through life. Now he like enters this world and knows literally everything about everything. And it's crazy to see. My bad. Go ahead, P.
No, go.
I was gonna say it's crazy to see the character shift he has the second he realizes what's going on.
Okay, great.
So P, I think that was an issue for P. But go ahead.
So for me, because me and Joe was talking about this, I think it has some elements of solo leveling. In my opinion, but again, like the fact that he was able to turn this on and off, but. I don't know if I necessarily like, because you were not this guy, and as soon as it turned on, like you were like you stepped into that, and so like maybe that's a little issue for me, not too much of an issue, but that was one of the issues I had, probably one of the only issues that I had.
I was gonna say, that was
if you get into it, you get into it, but the constellations are by far
I love it.
The constellations
favorite for me.
Yeah.
Like their chime-ins are fantastic for me.
The lore is great.
The lore is great because like I am waiting. I'm in chapter 42.
Oh my god, my guy.
So, like,
so here's the thing.
in.
His switch that you're talking about if you read all the way up until like something 200, you're gonna realize the shift that he made is not like as drastic as what we see like in 200s. Like you'll see how much his character really shifts in the story. Like I think that his shift in the beginning is literally because you see in the first chapter or two, he's kind of like frantic a little bit. He doesn't like shift right away, but he realizes it's do this and survive or I'm dead.
Yeah.
And I get that. And there are a couple of characters, especially where I'm at, to where they made the shift automatically. Like it was no issue for them. Like they were like, even episode, 1 or 2, like the schoolgirl. First of all, that I almost said that boy gonna be an issue. I don't know what, but that little dude gonna be an issue. Like
gotta keep going, my guy.
I am enjoying the read so much. Again, I love the constellations. I love I can't think of the little monster's name that is like always
the Dokkabees?
Yeah, like he is always like
the specific one. I think it's called Bingyong or something like that.
Yeah.
There are so many good elements to this. Like I don't know if it will ever like. Is it going to get an anime?
It is. They announced it in the summer.
This is one. Yeah,
it's already in production. It's already in production.
Let me tell you something.
We got our slideshow trailer already. People.
If they do, we got our slideshow. If they do this justice, this could sneak into my top 15. I'm not going to lie.
I hope they do it well.
It's a really good read. The characters are very fascinating. The main character that's not the main character but is the main charter.
Yeah. the paradoxes are funny. The paradoxes are funny.
It's a really good read, man.
Man, it's a really good read.
And I don't like this ain't even really like an isekai, but I don't like these types of things.
Yeah.
Or this, but it's good. Anywho.
I feel like I need to wave my arms too now.
Shout out G-Bex. Hi guys. Last time I recommended Aria to P. Just curious if you've watched it yet or if Mel can vouch for it. P has not watched it yet. I haven't
watched it. It's on my watch list.
It's on the list though.
Now that you have sent in a super chat, listen. Tomorrow I will begin.
I'll look into it. I actually have not heard of it. You know, I don't know everything, everyone. I'm just going to put out.
But she knows.
I'm just going to lay it on the table real quick because as much as I watch and as much as I read, the pool is really deep. If you really want to know what I've seen, you can find my like everything that I've watched and some of what I've read on my anime list. It's out there. It's a monstrosity, but you know, it's out there.
we need to create one of those. I think because I don't know if you saw the question on there. Yeah, someone's asked the question about us sharing ours. I'm like, I need to create one because I don't.
Yeah, you should. You should. And then there's another website that you can link and sync to my anime list that gives you like a breakout of like how much you watch, what categories you watch a lot of. It's like really crazy, very detailed. Yeah. I technically watch a lot of romance, a lot of comedy from what it says, and some other category, you know, shonen's in there too.
But yeah, no, absolutely. Like this,
we'll check it out, and I'll make sure to check it out. I think this is one that would make you cry, Pete, is what if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh, so first of all, y'all already know me.
Yeah,
I'm a sensitive
emotions.
Soul. What?
Yeah, G-Bex, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Actually, really quick, I want to scroll up real quick and see, Mel, this is for you. I'm curious if you've read any of these because I know I haven't. They're from Shay, some of her favorites. Midnight Poppyland, Sub-Zero, and The Dragon King's Bride. Have you read any of those?
No.
So I think she said the Midnight Poppyland is my favorite, though, a romance mafia webtoon. So
I mean, I will check it out. If it is a romance, I will read it.
Yeah.
Mel, have you got into Fire Punch yet?
Oh, I finished that.
Yeah, she's in there.
I finished that. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god! By the end of the story, I was like, "Holy crap!"
I'm not
no, but by the end of the story, I was like, "Holy crap!" This whole story was about X and X. Wow, mind blowing.
Oh, okay, okay, all right,
mind blowing. But it's short, right? It's less than 100 chapters.
Yeah. I've read like the first 5, and I had to like just put it like, all right.
It's rough, you know. My insights were turning as I was reading.
Where's Barney and Friends?
I don't recommend that to people. I will not recommend that to people. I will not have that on my conscience.
She was like, "Hey, yo, Joe, I don't know if you should or not, but
I will not have that on my conscience, everyone. If you choose to read Fire Punch, that is your own responsibility. Consume responsibly.
First of all, the apocalyptic world is, first of all, just
yeah.
Read Fire Punch. No.
We don't openly talk about Fujimoto Sensei's work like that. That's like cult talk. You need to like guard those conversations a little bit because you don't want to like hurt people. I feel like you recommend very, very cautiously. Like you need to have consume responsibly on all of Fujimoto Sensei's work.
Jesus. If you're going to read it, pray before you read it.
Yes, actually, yes.
Not the prayer. All right.
This one's done.
It's finished? Oh,
yes.
There you go.
Chapter 101 is the end, so it's a nice short one.
Okay, so Eaternal. Technically, I think it's the emphasis on the eater.
Yeah,
Eternal,
there's a play
Nocturnal.
on words here, like Eternal, Nocturnal. So, Eternal, Nocturnal is about this story. I love the concept of it. The guy in the story, he has this ability to like leave his body while he sleeps, and he's basically like someone who consumes dreams. And so he goes around visiting people at night that are sleeping, consumes their dreams, because this is how he's able to satisfy himself while he sleeps. If he's not able to consume enough dreams or satisfactory dreams, he's like really tired in the morning when he's like his human self, let's say that. This girl has insomnia. She can't sleep. But when she does sleep, she's an extremely vivid dreamer. So he finds her one day, discovers her sleeping after she falls asleep, enters her dreams so that he could kind of consume her dreams, and finds that her dreams are the only dreams that satisfies him, that he's able to go back to his body and be fully rested during the daytime. But she starts to build a relationship with him in her dreams. And then ends up meeting him in real life and doesn't know it's the same person.
Oh my God, that is going to that. First of all, I hate stories like that. I love stories like that.
Yeah,
I love it
there.
because I be reading. I'm like, nigga, just y'all know each other. Like, just do it. Like, give me something.
Yeah, it's good though. It's really good.
Good stuff. Okay. Yeah, on the list now.
No, that's caught my attention. Matter of fact,
Crystal,
let me go on this Webtoons
put Fire Punch on. I like, if you up for it. I know I messed you up with your line, April. Your line, April, pales in comparison to Fire Punch.
Fire Punch like requires a lot of emotion. I feel like it requires a lot of emotion.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Listen, I watched Your Line, April, after my father passed, and it still would not give me the same emotions that Fire Punch is like a whole nother thing of emotion. Let me tell you something. Again, listen, I am a glutton for punishment. I was like, my father died. Your Line, April. Put it on the TV. Cried like a little baby. Again, Fire Punch though. Ooh.
Really?
Please don't. Ooh. I feel like we can't keep talking about Fire Punch. My stomach turns every time someone says the word Fire Punch or the first Fire Punch.
He had to eat anyway. Like,
next Webtoon. Again, real quick, appreciate all of you that are here, that are watching, the 18 of you that are here hanging out with us. We love you guys. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, make sure, most importantly, go. That's second, Mel. See, that's number 2. Matter of fact, let me put number 1 down here real quick. Number 1, most importantly, make sure you go support Mel on her channel. Her handle is tagged down below in the title. go show her some love over the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Go check out her content after you're done here. She's got some dope content. Absolutely dope content. And we get to see a new video coming out next week. Can't wait for that on Omniscient Reader.
There are probably spoilers in that. I'm just gonna like say that up front.
There you go. But it's an absolutely phenomenal webcomic. If you haven't heard of it, haven't checked it out yet, it's up there in my top 5 as far as webcomics, if not top 3. If not top 3. So
top 3. I will table that. I would love to hear 1 and 2.
Oh, you already know 1.
Well, I know 1, so I know 1.
1 is the one that we're going to be working with hopefully soon. 2 is the one.
So 2 is okay. Got it.
There you go.
Got it.
But yeah, all right. Next one. This is number 1.
I do like this. I appreciate you for recommending it to me.
Let's go.
Let me
listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Hold on, Pete. Before you go, I'll let you go. Before you finish. When I get to recommend something to Mel and she likes it, it makes my heart so happy because she is queen of recommendations. So if I can get her to enjoy something that I've already enjoyed, it's just it makes my day. But go ahead, P. That's all I want to say.
If that's the case, Mel read P.
Why didn't you
Because it is a manga.
Oh, okay. My bad. I apologize.
Wait, what?
It's literally 5 P's in a row, I think. 6 P's in a row is the name of the manga.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a little download on that, but
yeah. Read P. It's
okay. Fascinating.
Joe, this is I think this was like yours. So go ahead. You got
it. This is my baby. Listen, y'all. Listen. I'm excited for the future with the hold for this.
I just didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did. Like,
same.
Go ahead, Joe. I'm gonna let you go. You go, and then I'm gonna spit mine. Go.
So very much so, and I think the what's the anime, P?
Mushoku Tensei.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Jobless. Mushoku Tensei. Very much like that. But pause. Don't take it that way. Much better. Way less creepy. There is no creepy. The creepy is non-existent. Like non-existent creepy.
And even if he gets there, he's like, no.
Yeah, non-existent.
Yeah, he's not into it.
He's not into it at all. Non-existent creepy. Like, bro, the story isn't like super complex. There's nothing like super phenomenal like that takes you like, oh my gosh, this is so well written. But it's very actiony, very wholesome, very fun. Tugs at your heartstrings too, because it like there's a family dynamic that especially once you start to progress through the story that kind of like gets shattered in a sense, but like takes some time to rebuild. But is it getting rebuilt type? Like I'm mumbling. Listen, long story short, this dude used to be a king in a previous life, and doesn't know how he dies. He's in his bed, whatever, talking to himself, and all of a sudden starts to pass out. He believes he was poisoned, but he's not sure. And then the whole light at the end of the tunnel thing, and is then literally reborn into a new world as a kid, as Arthur, and finds himself in this world. Basically, he was born he lived in a futuristic type world, and finds himself in more of like a not modern, but whatever. I don't know the word I'm trying to look for, Mel. What's the word I'm looking for?
Medieval.
Yeah.
There's no technology.
There's no
technology. People still ride in wagons. It's like pre-tech times.
But again, magic is number one.
Magic is number one, which is, I think magic is the reason, and he even says magic is the reason why they don't progress because of the way they utilize magic.
It's like a rudimentary society. Society.
There you go. But he basically grows up, starts as a little kid, grows up, awakens as a mage really, really early, like at 2 years old, which is absolutely unheard of for human children. So it's humans, dwarves, elves, and then monsters and beasts in the Beast Glades. But see him grow up, and he ends up meeting this dragon in the very, very beginning. And I felt she was very selfish for what she did and putting this on this kid, but it kind of
again, I'm still waiting. I don't know if she already listen. I binged 124.25 in like 2 days, 2-3 days.
Was this recent?
Yes. Yeah, this was recent.
You just went like on a interesting. Okay.
Because I'll speak. Mel, I'll tell you about that later. Why he did that? He needed to. He's got some. I need you to finish, P. But it's long story short. Kid becomes super OP. really OP. But like wants to live a better life than he did in his first life, but finds himself in a whole bunch of conflict that he can't escape because of just who he is and what he has to his name. And so it just like he's kind of caught back and forth between his conflict of being his cold, dark self from his past life to being this new person and living his best life.
I don't even know if he was
a
dark person in his past self. Like I haven't gotten there yet.
So really, really good. This is my favorite, and this is a very Joe type.
It's very Joe-esque.
Like there's nothing crazy about the story, but it's really, really good for what it does. So yeah, very, very Joe-esque. This is my number one webcomic of all time right now.
I feel like it's Arthur that keeps me going in the story. It's more or less more or less about the action, and it's more about like his mentality, like what he's going through. Like I feel like he's my driver.
I agree. What I love so much about this, couple of things. One is that regardless of the age, like everybody realizes who the hell is this guy? The fact that he is 8 years old and he is making 40 and 50-year-old men and women be like, I am nervous to talk around you. Like I talk to kings, queens, on the regular. You are one of the only somebodies that make me nervous. And you're 8, you're 9, you're 14. Like, what are we doing? So I love that aspect. If I'm like, again, comparing it to Jobless, and it does so much better of a job of Jobless and the beginning after the end. Very clean cut, but also the main Arthur is a better character than Rudius in my opinion. Way better.
Where it's gotten into the anime recently, it's just super duper cringe. It's just super duper cringe.
I didn't even pick up the last season. I think I watched the first episode of the last season.
I watched maybe like the first 5 episodes, and I was like, well, I'm done with this.
It's one of those anime where I sometimes question myself as to why I'm still watching. Did I convince myself that there's enough substance for me to keep on staying? Did I convince myself that I need to stick this through? There's just some stuff that I watched and I'm like, why am I watching this?
Yeah, it was like the first season got me and I was intrigued and I liked it. So I've already put so much effort and time into it. So I'm like, I kind of like feel like obligated to continue it kind of thing.
You start getting weird and I was
get
like,
that feeling.
Like But another thing that I loved about Arthur is that like you feel like this dude knows everything. Like nothing takes him by surprise. And out of everything that takes him out of surprise, his emotions, the way he deals with emotions, the way he deals with like the love, and he knows, but he doesn't know, which I love the fact that like he does not know everything. He knows battle tactics. He knows combat. He knows how to fight. But when it comes to other stuff, he is still like he's still like a 14-year-old child. Like, and I don't know if that's going to like play to like where he was in his past, but like he does not deal with emotions well. But again, the fact that this dude can command somebody, like, bro, when he turns on his aura and that pressure hits, I'm like, bro, like this, I didn't think this was going to be a good read for me. I honestly didn't. When I saw like Isekai, I was like, shit, here we go again.
I ain't listen, bro.
But when I tell you,
you're welcome.
Yeah, this Joe don't give me that many good recommendations. But
here we go. That's crazy.
Wow, we're just gonna slide that in there.
No, I'm kidding. Joe gives great recommendations, but Joe gives like a lot of like his favorite recommendations, which like Isekais just they aren't my like cup of tea. But this Smug, Joe,
this is good.
Joe, you did your work. This is good stuff.
I guess this is an isekai because he gets reborn into another world.
Yeah. It's called The Beginning After the End. It's up there. T-Bait for short. They have actually what I'm really excited about and really, really excited about for us, hopefully here soon. But T-Bait has an announcement at Comic-Con coming up here in a week.
Yeah.
Announcements in a week. And it's with
it's supposed to happen on Saturday.
Yeah, the announcement is with Crunchyroll. So obviously you can assume what that announcement is going to be. And for me, I think it came out. When did this drop? When was the first chapter that dropped? It's been a while. I've been reading this for a while because they've had a couple hiatuses, unfortunately. But I've been reading this since this first came out. I've read it today. I just finished my 4th or 5th reread, and I absolutely love the
So,
series.
Joe, let me ask you a question, and even mail to you. With this particular series, especially, a lot of people are going to compare this to Jobless. Do you think it's going to get the accurate footing to compete, one, with Jobless, but two, surpass Jobless, to say like I rather would watch this as opposed to Jobless?
That's the thing, and I am curious about that, P. That's a very good point, because I do want to know, because I do believe Jobless came out as far as the story written and first dropped. I do believe Jobless came out first. I do believe that this was done much better than Jobless, and
100%.
doesn't stick to the same path as Jobless. It may start that way, but it definitely veers off for sure and does its own thing, which I really, really like.
I mean, even the family dynamic, like
the family, everything about it is different, other than the fact of his rebirth and awakening his abilities really early.
I feel like it gets started a lot faster than Jobless Reincarnation does, because it takes a minute for the drama to really kick. I think Rudius spends a lot more time learning than Arthur does.
And
my concern is that people might think like, oh, it's another Jobless, why would I watch this? That's my concern.
I hope and pray, one, that the community that loves this series, because it's based off of a web novel. So the web novel's first, and the web novel's way ahead, and I'm tempted to pick it up. I ain't picked up a single web novel, but this is I am tempted to pick it up.
That's how I feel about Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint.
I'm honestly with that too.
I might have to pick that one up once I catch up. I'm not gonna lie.
I am truly hoping two things happen. I'm truly hoping, one, that the community that loves this series backs it heavy, and that it gets the love from them and causes like people like us to then push it to everybody else. Two, I'm hoping and praying Crunchyroll does them justice.
Boom. That's my number one.
I'm hoping Crunchyroll does them justice. Obviously, it's not official that they're doing anime, but obviously, announcement with Crunchyroll, that kind of has to be it, right?
I mean, I don't think Crunchyroll ever animated. They usually like work with the studio.
Right. Exactly. So whatever. Right. So I'm as far as doing justice, as far as like hyping it up and putting it out there for everyone to see, because this isn't obviously this is not the first webcomic that's come out. Tower of God, Solo Leveling. What's my other one?
Even the
God of High School
with the kids.
God of High School. There's one more.
Are you? What's
my magic one? Returner's Magic should be special. There's another one. One that came out. They killed that, bro. The animation killed that. I'm really hoping they don't do that with this, because this is just.
I think.
They did True Beauty too. True Beauty. They also did Lookism, which I did not like.
They did Lookism.
There's 8 episodes on Netflix. Yeah,
it is. And I thought it was going to get.
I didn't love it.
More, but I didn't love it. It was okay. It was okay.
I saw a lot of like people online talking about that. They didn't think the adaptation was good.
And so I think what they're going to have to do the beginning after the end, in my opinion, is that trailer. Like, they are going to have to like sell that heavily to say we are different from this, and let me show you why we're different. Now, I feel like for me that's going to be a hard sell, because at the first beginning it is kind of the same. So what can you show me different to say that we are different from Jobless? That is going to be the pitch. If they can do that in the trailer, then you're gonna get views, and then we can push it from there, which we're gonna push it regardless, because it's a great joint. But like, if you can make that trailer do what it does,
not like Ninja Kamui.
Honestly, but I was about to say Ninja Kamui sold that trailer.
They did though. They did. Like that, but
I just know that the beginning after the end can, like, if you sell the trailer that well, like they did Ninja Kamui, beginning after the end can still do that.
Take care of itself.
They just gotta sell that. They gotta sell that.
We brought Ninja Kamui into this, man. Listen, I want to do this. This is like how I was super hyped for Solo Leveling. Like, this is above Solo Leveling for me. This is my number. Again, this is very Joe-esque, right? But this is my number one webtoon, webcomic, whatever you want to call it, manhwa, not manhwa, but webcomic of all time right now. Again, I've read it 5 times, just as much as I have Solo Leveling. Wow. I just finished my reread yesterday. I love the series. I love Arthur as a character. He's absolutely amazing MC. I enjoy the side characters. They play a part, but Arthur definitely carries the series. The action, the magic is phenomenal. The way, honestly, I think the action will be it'll be really cool to see it animated. I think the way they do magic, the way Arthur's fighting style is, and everyone's different fighting styles plays into it will be really, really good. The world building and how even to like where the major conflict that they're having, and bring the deities into things, like I'm super excited. For the series to continue to go as the webcomic, but two, to see what they can do with this anime. Assuming it's getting animated, I'm locked in. I'm all the way locked in.
One last question, because again, I'm on chapter 120. Does he start to have shortcomings? Like, I know he does have shortcomings in the beginning. He builds on it.
I feel like you're to the point where he starts.
Does he have like to where it's like I'm
relationships are starting to break,
regardless of relationships. Yeah. But the power.
I feel like he doesn't have. Yeah, I feel like he doesn't have real shortcomings when it comes to abilities. It's more of the interpersonal stuff.
It's more the mental aspect, the relationship aspect.
I'm not mad.
And I think, and we're getting to a point where we're seeing a lot more of his backstory, where we're at now, and where the series is at now.
Do you think his backstory will ever flood into like there's a reason why? So we already know there's a reason why. Do we know the reason why he died?
Not yet. But it has to play into a part. I mean, if you don't do it, people will be mad. I think it, because there's so much like played into how it makes him who he is in this story. There's no way you can't like go back to that.
No, I mean, and like I said, I don't know if you're fully bit caught up, Mel, but where it's at now, we're getting full chapters on his backstory right now. So I'm super excited for where it's going. I'm super excited. Number one for me, I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for the news. I'm super hyped for the news. So yeah, there's that. So next one, P. Everything is fine. I know people love this series.
This one I'm not picking up no matter what you say.
Dang, it's all Webtoons. It's got 90 chapters.
Why?
Because it looks super sus, and the fact that the genre is horror, that's a no.
Hey, I'll be right back. So y'all go ahead and have at it. I'll be right back.
Joe, wait.
I'll be right. It's not because I love this. I'll be right back.
Joe don't want to hear about my recommendation.
Nope, I don't. I don't be backing and supporting Preston, y'all. I don't care what Preston got.
We've already established that, Joe.
Anyway. I'll be right back.
No, so everything is fine. So Sam and Maggie are this couple, and everything is fine in the neighborhood. They go to their neighbors and they have dinner.
Okay.
They have a dog that's dead, but they still believe that it's alive.
Huh? Okay. Okay.
And everything is fine in the neighborhood.
Clearly no.
What you come to find out is that the government monitors everything.
Oh no, bro.
Everything. And
this feels a little too real.
And if something is out of whack, they will knock on your door and say, the police will knock on your door and say, what's going on? What you find out is that 9 times out of 10, there is something called like anytime they knock on your door, it's like, can I see your basement?
No.
Because in the basement, I don't want to get into it, but in the basement, there's certain things that you can do if you know what to do within your basement. And so the government knows that there are certain things that you can do within your basement. And so they will knock on your door and they will say,
does everyone have a special basement?
No, but if you get the information, then you can do certain things within your basement.
Okay.
And so anytime there is something amiss, like the first episode, first episode is crazy, but like the first real like arc thing, or the arc is that they go to their neighbor's house, they're having dinner, but they're also like speaking in code of like kind of sort of like, we're trying to get out of this. If like somebody comes and questions you, like, you know that we good people, right? Like you won't tell them that we're doing anything wrong. And so it goes because Maggie and Sam was invited to a neighbor's dinner, but the neighbors also invited this other outside guy.
outside guy. Is this outside guy not part of like the area in which the government?
He is a part of the area that the government controls, but he also has the basement.
He has the basement.
He has.
Is it
basement.
one basement? Oh, so not everyone has a basement.
No, everybody has a basement. Okay, spoiler, no spoiler. If you align your walls with foil paper in the basement, then for the most part, the government cannot track.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay.
But they will eventually find out.
Okay.
And so if they come knocking at your door to say, "Hey, yo,"
oh my God, this is giving me goosebumps.
Where somebody gives you a tip, maybe your neighbor that you just had dinner with was like, I had dinner with them. Because there's also this place to where like you can move to.
Okay.
Where, like that's not going to be an issue for you. I'm in that chapter now, or in that saga now. To
there's like another area you can move to where like the government doesn't monitor you.
Yes and no. But
yes and no. Okay, why would people choose? You know what?
They don't know because they don't know. And so they like, yo. So we trying to get out. We trying to get out, and so we don't want to ruin that. But if we got to throw people under the bus to get what we got to get to, then that's what we gonna do. A sir that like we just invited across the street, check his basement.
Oh, okay, very interesting.
When I tell
maybe
you,
I'll read it. Maybe I'll read it.
Hey, yo,
it sounds more suspense than horror.
It's very more. Now there is the big.
There's a gore element.
Just a little bit.
What level of gore are we talking about?
I mean, if you see everything is fine,
Tokyo Ghoul gore.
No.
Are we talking about like?
No, not Tokyo Ghoul. But if you would see the face on everything is fine, you see that little smear of blood that's right there.
Yeah, I see that. All right, I think you've convinced me. I might pick it up.
When I tell you, Mel.
It sounds interesting.
I will say, Mel, this is like the one that P's like. This is his ish. Okay. So I haven't picked it up yet because I'm not. That's not my vibe.
The way that you've described it has enticed me enough to want to read it, just to check out like the first few chapters.
Mel, that first chapter with the Mel.
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it.
Yeah, everything is fine. Everybody in the chat, pick up Everything is Fine.
Yeah. Gore is usually a no-go for me.
It's not that gory.
Yeah, gore is usually a no-go for me. I tend to avoid like everything horror. If you ever want like horror recs from me, you're probably not gonna get it. Like the deepest horror that I think I could ever do is like, Tokyo Ghoul-esque, where there's just a lot of gore or like thriller suspense. But real horror is not for me.
I get that. I 100% get that. It's not that gory. But the suspense and thriller of it is
I like suspense and thriller. I'll pick it up.
I remember I started reading at probably 10 o'clock. This was like a few years ago. I started reading at 10 o'clock. I had work the next day. Like 4 o'clock.
We watched the sun come up.
I'm still reading, and my wife is like, go to bed. And I was like, but just one more chapter.
Just one more chapter. The oh so faithful, one more chapter, one more episode. Man. If you're saying that, you don't know yet, but you're already caught in the trap. Yeah. You're caught in the trap.
And when I tell you, like, they play on that everything is fine, because they will come like something like, are you good? And the wife will come back, yes, dear, everything is fine. When I tell you, this is probably number one webtoon for me. It's that dang good.
P is a suspense thriller horror type though too. That's his vibe.
That's why
I like it from time to time. It's nice. So I mean I'll check it out so long as the gore is not intense. I'll read it.
Yeah.
If you pick up Bastard, you'll pick up this.
The one he had earlier.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. I need to start I'm gonna come back and rewatch this later so I can get all the names.
I can send you the full list. I'll send you the list of everything. I have it all written down. Yeah.
Yo, I'm hyped. Yo, go read Everything is Fine.
By the way, Pete, and I don't know if they're still here in Instagram. By the way, if you're on the Instagram, man, come slide over. I didn't post the story that we were live. Come slide over to the YouTube. Link in bio.
I think everybody's sliding in. We got
but
in.
but laying down the law. Wow, that took me a while to get that. Said love watching P talk about anime and manga. LOL, you can see the passion in his eyes.
Who said that?
Laying down the law on Instagram,
Bro, appreciate it, man.
So yeah, but come interact over on YouTube if you can. Laying down the law, especially since I saw you in there commenting.
There's cookies.
There's cookies. we got chips and soju. So come hang out. But by the way, this soju cocktail I made is delicious. Absolutely. It's about to be a regular one I make. So but sounded out, Joe. Yes. Hey, listen, it took because it's all in lowercase. So I'm like laying down. Okay, yeah.
That happens to me sometimes. I'll see like a tag and I'm like,
what is that? Yeah.
Turn my head sideways.
Where the X's and the underscores to space everything out? You know what I'm saying?
It's not fun with them.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if I go back to everything is fine. I'm sorry. Somebody knocks on the door, and the person that knocks on the door ends up.
Oh,
and
cool.
So they got to figure out what we got to do with that.
All right.
And so, oh my God, just please read it.
I'll read it. I will be right back.
Yeah, how about it?
Sure, I'm gonna be right back too, Joe.
Oh, dang. That's cool. I'll go through this one by myself.
No, Joe, don't do it. I want to hear it.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
Joe, just talk to the people. Go through the chat.
I got you. I'm here. I got y'all. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? We over here with our lonesome selves. We watch his P's screen there. P know how to bring himself back. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that and that. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Yeah, we solo dolo right now. I don't know. I want to tell y'all. Watch Dandadan if you haven't. Yakuza Fiance is dope. Watch that if you haven't. Saw Daima. It was decent. Good intro. We'll see. We'll see what it comes up with. Paza Negi, was it Negi Positive Posi rank Angler? It's like a fishing one. Decent show. It's got me intrigued. I'll say that. It definitely has me intrigued. Guy that is having a hard time in life and doesn't know if he wants life to continue. But he finds out that he has terminal illness. If I'm remembering correctly. Oh, P's back. Finding out the terminal illness, it'll beat Mel's back too. Look at that. I didn't get to talk much. It was quick. with it. I like it. But finds out the terminal illness, and ends up getting caught up with this fishing club. And I think it'll be good. Long story short. So that's what I've watched so far this fall, I think.
Yes,
and 65 days
yes.
to the wedding. I think I saw that too.
Yes, Crystal.
But
read it.
Cool.
Read
Everybody's back, so I'm gonna go back to the list.
Oh, real quick, Uzamaki, I have not. I
heard the first. I saw stuff in the first episode. I was like, okay, looks good. The second episode,
I read the first couple of chapters, and then I saw like the previews, and I was like, no.
It looks like I will have nightmares for years. No.
Oh, I want to watch, but I want to watch it for that.
No. I can't. I'm really sensitive. Okay, I need my 8 hours of sleep. No.
Vinny, it didn't, bro. The first episode wasn't bad. First episode of Blue Lock was not bad.
No, Joe, we'll get.
It's a setup.
We'll get
it's
into
a setup.
The animation was
good.
I'm on chapter. What chapter am I on?
Wait, Mel's reading.
Hey, let's go.
Mel probably passed Preston at this point.
Joe, Mel, have you passed me?
I'm on chapter 174.
He hasn't passed me yet.
I'm on chapter 174. I have like 100 something left till I'm caught up.
But you're at U20.
After.
She's after U20.
We had the training arc.
Yes. Like the international one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it.
I am enjoying it a lot. Like Spencer asked earlier if I'm a soccer fan. Yeah. He said he's an Arsenal fan. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I will not disclose where my fandom like lies in the Premier League. But I for me, Blue Lock is just a special thing because you see what they're trying to like emulate, like in the soccer world, in attachment to Blue Lock, and I just like it makes me like really giddy inside when I read it.
It's
Bro, I
so,
love Blue Lock.
good. And that
Yeah, but
first
you already know
episode was
that.
good. I haven't seen
It
the
was
second
good.
episode.
It was a setup. It's good. The action's
Yeah.
about to kick off like crazy though. I'm telling y'all, this match.
But
this
Waiting
match
for the
about to be
animation though.
gas.
But even the first episode, like Joe said, it was a setup. But we got to see like who are those guys right now, and the fact that Isagi ain't in the number right now.
Ain't the top 6 is crazy. But it's all right though.
But when you keep reading, because my guy ain't there yet. But let me tell you something.
Oh, your boy Rio.
let me tell you something.
But yeah, no, Blue. We'll see with the animation. See how it goes when the matches actually start.
Because people had
I
issues with like the trailer and the animation, but I think the animation for episode 1.
Mel don't seem to like it. What's up, Mel? You don't like it? You didn't like the first episode?
No. So no, the first episode was good, but we didn't see any action yet. Like they haven't started playing ball, so technically we don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
Yeah,
very
true.
It was so sick.
But you gotta have faith in what is it? Ego. I don't know how they pronounce ego. You gotta have like that man knows. So if he put them 6 there for a reason, they them guys.
Yeah. I mean, he explained it. Did he explain it in the first episode already?
Yeah,
he did, right?
He did. He said it. Basically, it's what I've decided. Like I chose who the top 5 were.
But
it's biased.
If you keep reading, you know why he knows.
Yeah.
Trying to see. Someone else says a Joe, Papa, and Blue Lock. I have not started Bleach yet, Papa. And
I haven't started. Either.
Actually, same. Like I've been trying to get the time. I need the time to sit down and watch Bleach so I can fully immerse myself and yell at my TV.
So we get the Mel stories on the Bleach episode. That's what we're waiting on.
I don't know if we're gonna do Bleach in the stories.
Are you excited for Bleach?
I'm so sorry. Am I excited for Bleach?
She's a Bleach girly. What you talking? Where you been, B?
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to.
Bleach made my whole life.
I mean, I when I said that this guy was a better character than that guy.
We're moving on. So just the Goblin?
Just the Goblin. Come on back, P. Come on back now. I don't even know if he realized he was kicked out.
Yo, I will kick you out again. Listen, I didn't say anything. I just
but
I
about
knew
to,
why.
so
No, I wasn't. I'm not going down that path. I just knew that she was when it was like, "You serious?" And I was like, "No, I'm not serious. I kid." But yeah.
All right, Just the Goblin. So on Webtoons, 87 chapters. This is I actually was hilarious. I follow the artist, the creator of this series on Instagram. I forgot what his name was. But decent story. It was something different, but basically, goblins are like one of the main like monsters that adventurers hunt. So it's like a guild system. There's power, there's magic, there's swordsman, typical adventurer and guild type vibe. But a goblin basically wants to become an adventurer. He wants to basically try to blend. P, your TV's going on and off behind you. I don't know if someone's doing something there.
Everything is fine.
So I'm just letting you know. I don't want them popping up.
I think it like slept on and then like cut itself back.
Got you.
But I really do I probably should get
turn that off. Though. Yeah, you should turn that off. I mean, it ain't bothering me, but I was just letting you know. I just want you to be aware of the situation. Dang.
Yeah, sorry.
Right. But no, you're good. But basically, the goblin wants to be an adventurer. He becomes an adventurer. And you get to see this dynamic between creating human friends and goblins becoming friends. He keeps his identity as a goblin secret. And then when the humans find out, there's this back and forth of trying to go back between we were friends, but you're actually a monster. You're a human that hates monsters, but we were friends. It's a decent story. It's nothing crazy, nothing spectacular, but I did enjoy it. And I do follow the artist specifically on Instagram. He has actually like a couple of different ones. He just came out with the basketball one not too long. Actually, with Overtime Anime, with the Overtime brand. I don't know much about them, but they just came out with a new webtoon that's a basketball one, so I gotta check that out too and see what that's about. But it's a decent read, nothing spectacular, nothing crazy, but I enjoyed it, so I figured I'd try something that like wasn't my top, but
okay,
is on there. So that's what that one was. There you go, Mel. Back to the romance.
The romance.
Back to the
Yeah.
romance.
I'm loving it.
But yeah, this one's on
So
Webtoons with 82 chapters. Go ahead, talk about it, Mel.
yes, the tyrant wants to be good. So it's about this woman, and she like gets reincarnated after she's essentially executed in her first life. She's executed because she turns into a tyrant, essentially, hence the title. And when she gets a new stab at life, she's like 8 years old or 7 years old when she comes back, same life, back in the past now. She's like, you know what? I want to be good this time. Like the way that she lived her previous life, she doesn't want to be that way. So she wants to be good. So it's all about her venturing and being this good person. But in her previous life, she was married to this one guy who seemed absolutely miserable to the point that he unalived himself. So her goal in this life is to make sure that she has no interaction with this man, even though she still loves him, because it's her adult self in her brain. And when she sees him again for the first time as children, she's like shook. She has feelings, but she kind of like runs away from him every opportunity that she gets. But then there's this other guy that was really infatuated with her, helped her gain the title of tyrant in her previous life. He also reappears in her next life, and they become friends of some sort. But she like kind of vouches to make sure that this other guy that she kind of like had a thing going on with in her previous life, doesn't go down the wrong path. So she's all about like trying to be a better person. And by the end of season 1, a lot of new things get revealed. And some additional things about her character is that in this world, her family is like a really prominent family. I don't know if like they're the head or the top of like the empire that they're in. They have like this very special ability that she was not born with. So her dad kind of like shuns the crap out of her, which kind of drove her to be like this crazy tyrant empress in the previous like life. But she's really determined to make sure like her dad doesn't get underneath her skin in this new life. So she's doing everything that she can to like fight against that as well. I think it's like a really fun story, just seeing her dynamic and her grow up. And the reveal at the end of season 1 was like so crazy for me, because I was like, holy crap, there's more than one person that came back anew into this life. I won't say who.
Oh,
yeah. So she's not the only one that came back. Somebody else came back.
Oh, okay. Sold. Listen.
Yeah, she's annoying in the beginning, Chris, but like I mean, I tried to stick out with it a little bit, and I feel like it was good payoff for me. I was like, okay, this is good payoff.
I mean,
it's a romance.
I was about to say there are a lot of annoying characters in romance. Like there is one that I am reading. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Oh yeah, I did. We'll probably get into this because I think Joe has it. But yeah, I feel like a lot of romances, whether it be whoever, like it starts off very like, oh my God. And then you get into the character and why they are the way they are. And it's like, okay, I get it. I understand.
They start to dive into like why she's that irritating in the beginning, because she's like very aloof. Like she also has a brother that she killed in her previous life. So she kind of like freezes him out and kind of like hates him to some extent. But you start to like unravel like all the trauma underneath that. Yeah. Her previous life was some other crap. When they revealed her backstory, man.
Oh, she was not a good person.
That's why it's called The Tyrant Wants to Be Good.
That's not a good person at all.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's on the list. Yeah.
There you go. All right, next one. I don't know, P, if you picked this one up or not, but I
like this one.
I like
it's fun.
It's really, bro, it's really fun. Like, this is not, again, like I'm seeing the cover, like, this is not for Joe. Like, it was one of the newer ones that they had like popped up on the screen, like, check this out. I'm like, you know what? All right, let's watch something. Let's read something different. And boy,
bro,
like,
girl just like I'll
that chair, the accuracy in this
oh
shot,
my gosh,
the
bro,
accuracy in this shot, man. This whole clip, whatever the what do you call it? The thumbnail, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It is the epitome of this story.
Man, listen, unstoppable. I don't even know how to say her name.
Hayeong, I think.
Hayeong, yeah, bro. She it literally unstoppable. Like I was like, when you start this series, you think it's very like just like fun, like it is very funny and light, but like it definitely
There are
picks up a bit.
serious things.
Yeah, there's some serious tones to it for sure, some like deeper tones to it for sure. But like when they have their light moments, it's perfectly written. It's like perfectly placed. But she is a former Taekwondo medalist, champion, and her father passed, and so her mom is sick, I believe, and so like having to take care of her mom, so she quit Taekwondo, taking care of her mom, working, coming to a new school, and I make some friends. She's not a very friendly person. She's a very standoffish.
Episode 1.
Yeah, she's a very standoffish, very like private person. But some people get to basically they give her food and she breaks down. She's like, "All right, what do you want me to do?"
Yeah,
like, food. Okay, cool. Oh, money, cool, because I need money to take care of my mom, right? Excuse me. And so you just kind of see the development of her basically kind of integrating into the school. There's a lot of folks that got some hands throughout the school, a lot of folks that got some dark backstories. And it's really fun. It's a really fun read. Long story short. So I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I was going to.
I did as well.
When it looked like it was a comedy, I was like, I'm in. You don't have to sell me on comedy.
Yeah.
But I just really like the way that like all of the high school girls throw hands in this.
Bro,
like
everybody,
it is crazy.
Everybody.
It is crazy, man. Like people you don't expect, like from every walk of life, is throwing hands, and I'm like,
listen, I don't want to say who it is because there's not much in there. You'll find out you get introduced to them before they go crazy. But the one person that's like telling everybody to chill out.
Yeah, shocked me.
And then she went off. I was like, "Hey,
yes,
what?
The bloodlust that she has,
straight bloodlust."
Yeah, no, this was a really good read for me. The fact that like people are like saying chill out, and first of all, homegirl's like, "I'll protect you, just feed me."
Yeah,
like I got you, just feed me.
And she's like ultra tiny, but her calves, man.
Well, the fact that like
quads.
Homegirl came back and was like, I felt so bad that like I wanted to make sure you were good. And Homegirl was like, hey yo, I would have beat your ass too. But luckily you came back, because if you didn't come back, I would have jumped on you too. And I was like, oh yeah, you good people's in my books. This is a good read. Funny, like Joe said, well placed. The humor is well placed. The serious moments are well placed. I enjoy her. I enjoy the I can't think of the people's names, but like the girl that's being bullied.
Yeah.
Okay.
I even like the bullier. Like the fact that like, but I'm saying like the fact that like so far where I'm at now, the fact that she gets her comeuppings and she's still like almost like bombasted as like what in the hell is going on?
Yeah,
I think it's a really good read.
I mean, I think they're gonna come back around to that character and try to like, try to like
they've left her alone.
Fix her, but like,
no.
But they're trying to do something with her. I see what's going on.
Because I think I'm on chapter 20. Let me tell you, I have binged a lot of stuff.
Yo, kudos, man, because that's a lot you've been reading.
Yeah. Proud of you, P. I'm proud of you. This one, you picked this one up. P picked this one up too. Yeah. The last passage.
This
Webtoons,
was wild.
22 chapters. Again, there's another 2 that I got to recommend to Mel, and she liked it. I was super happy. So I you know what I'm saying? I'm
man, why did you like this?
Anything. Man? I mean, anything that has to do with like storytelling of the afterlife, I really enjoyed. Just seeing how other people depict the afterlife has always been really interesting to me. So I liked it. You know, it had a little like touch of Bleach in there with the butterfly. So I was like, oh, I see what you're doing here. But yeah, I mean, I just love the way that they convey the afterlife. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, no, that's what got me hooked.
That they landed on. I was like,
yeah. Wait, Joe, you gotta set this up properly because it's not just about the afterlife.
So it's like I mean, honestly, Mel might be able to do it better than me because she's the storyteller around
Mary,
here.
you
But
want to set this up?
honestly, yeah, let Mel you do it because you are definitely better at it than I am, unless you want me to. But I would much rather have you do it than I do it.
All right, let's see. How are we going to introduce this? So we get first introduced to this guy. I can't remember his name. He's on a raft in the dark on water, and he is thirsty, complaining about thirst. He sees like this siren,
Yeah.
And I think whenever you see a siren, thanks
You
to
just
Greek
know.
mythology,
Man.
you should just know that this is a
Go
bad
that
sign.
Go
This
that way.
yeah, this turns into like she's about to eat you sort of situation, and he's fending for his life. And this character in this thumbnail right here shows up and like barely saves his life. Okay, but this world that he's in, he finds out that the people who are in this world are young people who have unalived themselves. So he said, life was really hard. It was really miserable. I don't think I want to do this anymore. And this is where he ended up. Everyone that's young that ends up unaliving themselves ends up here. And they're there because they just don't want to live anymore. And so they get to live on different islands if they can make it there, which are different, which are different paradises. And people who like can't make it to those islands end up sinking in the river. So it's like the three rivers or something like that, which is something
where the three rivers meet or something like that.
Exactly. It's really something that's ingrained, I think, in like a Korean mythology or Korean like culture when they talk about the afterlife. So there's these three different rivers. This is on like those rivers or one of those rivers, and anybody who falls to like the bottom of the river, like you're donezo. You can't do anything anymore. You're like a statue. It's crazy.
Yeah. Because,
so
go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So basically, like they're trying to figure out where they're going. They're trying to get to islands, but it's just like, what else is there? You know what I mean? What else is to this? Because this woman that they're showing here, she's Shinigami of sorts, right?
Yeah.
And I think they're supposed to guide them to different islands.
So yeah,
But homegirl, don't do that. And even with the water, like, so what you find out.
Wait. We can't talk about the water.
Yeah, don't do that.
Talk about the water.
That's a spoiler right there.
Yeah,
we can't talk about the water.
There's
a reason why those people are.
You did a great job tiptoeing over.
No, she did.
I was finna be like, no, let me tell you why.
There was one aspect that I probably wanted to talk about as far as like the basically the options that these people have, but I think we should, especially without the water. I think we should just leave it. Cyborg
Frank is like, spoil me.
Hey, Cyborg,
no.
Let me tell you something.
DM me about it, Cyborg. If you DM me, I'll let you know. I'm not gonna do it.
The first island that they went to,
shoot, I might have stayed.
What?
No facts. But the way that it just like is unfolding, it's like
I was like, wait, no, I shouldn't stay.
No.
No, take me there. You want to get on a raft? No, I stay.
Are you? Yeah, no. The way it kept going, I'm gone. Find me another one.
I was not expecting that, especially when I first read the first chapter. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
Dude is on a raft. Monsters is going like, what the hell is going on? Great read though.
No, really good.
It's very good.
Really
I like
great
it.
Read.
Really good. All right, sweet. Next one. I don't know how many more we got. I don't know. I can't see the view counts in front of the slide.
All right.
This is you too?
This was mine.
That's not me. I've been looking at that one. I've been looking at that one, and I'm just like, they look too sad. I don't know about this.
Go ahead, P.
Bruh, okay, so let me see if I can set this up. So there was a king who before there was this guy, his father and like the people above him were like pretty much very good kings. He got into the throne and was like, I'm gonna be a tyrant. There was like 3 different civilizations to where it's like we got along in harmony. He was like, no, I'm going to kill all of the folk, and I am going to be that guy. And so the person that you see now is his sister. The tyrant is his sister. And they have his sister chained up, thrown away. And so one of the other kings comes to the dude that was like, hey, yo, we defeated somebody in battle. We did a really good job. And the tyrant is like, cool, let me reward you. I'm going to give you my sister. I'm going to give you my sister. Now, don't know why he's doing this. Find out maybe a little bit later as to why he's doing this, but I'm going to give you my sister. Now, the sister really can't walk, can't talk. Just like they are trying to, the other family is trying to like cultivate her and put her into like this civilization, and she ain't buying it. She can't eat with utensils. She eats with her hands. She can't really talk. Actually, at this point, she can't talk at all. And so everybody is like to the prince, like, why are you accepting this? And the prince is steadily like, but I like her. I don't know. I like her. Like, she gives me a sense of calmness. The dad can't stand her. The mom is like, I like her because she reminds me of a daughter that passed away. So mom is dealing with her because I like her. But I like her because she reminds me of my daughter. They come a month or two later, they go back to the king, the tyrant. But okay, so of course, you know, like once you get to the day, like, you're my wife, y'all gotta consummate your marriage.
Yeah.
And so the maids, who half the maids don't even like this girl because they're like, what's going on? They are checking, like, did you really do something? Because like, I'm checking, I don't see no blood, I don't see nothing. Like, and so they got reported back to the king. The tyrant is like, I don't really think he did nothing. So a couple of months later, they got to meet, you know, every 90 days, I think. Like, after they get married, they meet with the king and see that, you know, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And king confronts dude and was like, I don't think you did nothing. Like, so do you not want to like have my blood to your kingdomship? And dude was like, oh snap. Like, no, that's not like what's going on.
You telling
like,
the whole story.
No, I'm really confused right now. What's the pull?
The pull is that homegirl really knows how to talk, really knows how to walk. That's the pull.
She on her Rachel right now.
She on her Rachel. Big time.
Oh my gosh.
But she's also not a bad person. But she also saw like people slaughtered in front of her face.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that is
there you go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh my god.
Really good read. Really good. I'm like 20. I'm like 18 chapters in. Really good.
That's a lot.
That's loaded, man.
Yeah, that's a lot. Really 18 chapters.
It's really good. It's good.
All right.
Again, I like suspense thriller stuff.
Yeah.
That mug is, it's good. Sorry, everybody. But yeah,
he was really excited. So he was just like all over he was just going through everything.
Yo, that's crazy. Okay.
That was a lot. 26 chapters on Webtoons.
Yeah, good stuff though. Oh, come on,
Joe. You got some long ones. A lot of the ones that you're reading are like many chapters deep.
Man, they're like,
I can't keep up.
So a lot of these are ones that I read like years ago when they first came out, and now I'm coming back to them. Like I remember, bro, it was one point I think it was like my rookie or second year. Like I wasn't playing, I still never was, but I wasn't playing a bunch on defense. And so literally in meetings, in my linebacker meetings, bro, I'm not paying attention because I don't know the defense. No one ever taught me. I got to like halfway through the season. I'm sitting there in meetings, like hiding my phone, and I'm reading. I'm literally reading in practice meetings. So that's where I was at.
Ooh.
Don't ever do that, Joe. It was bad. Thank you, Joe, for the long ones. I want some. See, you're welcome, Chris. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have the ones that you can like.
Yeah, you need something to kind of like dig into.
Exactly.
Hashra real quick says, setting up in his mysterious voice. Listen, I don't mean to set up stuff and like when I go into like this creepy voice type thing. I just be like in mysterious anime, so I need you to get the picture. Good stuff though. Go ahead, Joe.
Second life ranker. And I haven't. This is one that I really enjoyed when I first read it. I haven't picked it back up yet, but it was like up there for me, and so I'm slightly a little bit off on the setup a little bit, but I have the gist of it. Long story short, the main character had I believe a younger brother that was like ended up. I think I can't remember if the younger brother was in the military or if he was in the military and came back. They were trying to do something for their mom. Their mom was sick or dying or whatever. So they're trying to do something for mom. And little brother discovered this other, not necessarily, I don't want to say other world, but it was an other world. Like it's weirdly attached to the real world. And discovered a way to make money, become more powerful. And long story short, was betrayed. Like he built this whole team, like he was like the leader of like all these people, and his closest friends betrayed him and ended up murking him, right? Damn. And so his brother sent that's what it was, the older brother. So main character was away in military, that's what it was, and comes back and finds out about this, and basically his brother like left him stuff for him to basically take over and like basically make the money to take care of their moms. But he's like, nah, forget all that, like I'm about to murk all these boys. Like basically it's a long story short, a revenge story. But he has the cheat
stories.
Yeah, 100%. He has there's like a tutorial, like a training arc, basically when you first go into this system. And he like has all the cheat codes for us. Like he kind of like helps his way build up. And as he like goes through it, people are like, yo, how is he doing all this? And so he gets the attention of all the people that he's trying to go after, and so people are trying to sabotage him, like take him out. They don't know who he is, but like it long story short, it's like a almost in a sense an isekai-ish type vibe.
Yeah,
top level system, power up kind of thing, very Joe-esque.
It's like very like solo leveling where they have the portals in their world, so you go into the portals, but it's attached to their world, so it's kind of like in the world but not in the world.
But there's no portals, and like I said, it's been a while since I've read it, so that's why I'm blurry on some of the details about it. But it's entertaining, and like I always love a good revenge story.
Same.
So I think it's really good. And again, like when I read it, it probably had like 60-70 chapters.
Okay.
So I'm behind, so I gotta come back to it. But this is one on my list for sure.
That sounds
interesting.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
So there you go. I like it a lot.
I'm with it.
All right, we think we got like 3 more.
What?
This one?
You reading Hand Jumper P?
Shout out. Yeah, he did pick this one up too. I gave him.
Girl's crazy, right?
I gave him a list of some stuff. How far did you get, P? Hold on. How far are you?
I am at.
Does she know what? Does she know what she's doing now?
Bro, I'm at chapter 74.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're far enough. You saw her snap multiple times.
Multiple. Mel, set it up.
Go ahead, Mel. Yeah, go ahead, Mel.
I don't know if I can even set this story up.
Homegirl.
Yo, so hand jumper in this world, everyone's like regular humans for the most part, but there's like this very small subset population, and they're called what are they called again?
Aberrants.
It starts
Aberrants.
Yeah, aberrants. So they develop like very special powers. This power system is categorized by different colors depending on what color your essence is. It describes what type of ability you have. This girl, her whole family is full of aberrants. Mom is gone, dad is gone, and sister is a thug. Like crime syndicate thug.
Like thug, not bottom tier thug. She's top tier thug.
She's top tier. Crime syndicate thug. Hates her sister. It's just the both of them living together. And the way that this works, like in this society, you get tested, I think, every year in high school. She's in her last year. She has these dreams and these aspirations to go to like university, be a normal person, hope that she doesn't become an aberrant so that she can study law. And then on the very like last day of school, she gets tested and finds out that she's an aberrant. So there are 2 ways that this world goes. When you find out that you're an aberrant, you either get recruited into the aberrant like police force, or you basically decide to become a thug. Like there's no other way for you, because if they find you in society, like you can't do a regular job. Like there's like cards out in this world. if you have like a blue peace card, that means you're not an aberrant. If you have a red card, you're an aberrant. So they like classify people, and you can't like roam around. People discriminate against you. It's crazy. But point being is that she has this best friend, and we don't see him anymore. Okay. That's the easiest way for me to describe it. We don't see him anymore. She gets recruited into police force, and she thinks that she's going to do good. But as the story continues to go on, she uncovers more and more about this police force, right? That her sister's been warning her about, and she snaps. Right. But I don't want to tell you what power she gets.
Yeah.
All I can say is that she has the teal essence. The teal essence is the most ambiguous, unknown essence, and you could get any random ability. Yeah. Yes, you could get any random ability. Category. Yeah, compared to the other ones. So her sister also has teal essence. So it's crazy like that.
I can't wait to see what she hitting on.
Oh yeah, we don't know what the sister does yet. I don't think.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Close to Carter. I'm on 74. I didn't know that I was that close to being.
Man, when I tell you I read the whole thing in one day, I was so mad. So mad.
I wish I could read the whole thing, and I was so busy reading other.
It is so good. They really like pull you in. I think like maybe episode like chapter 3. I was like, oh yeah, we're getting violent really quickly, huh?
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, so listen.
Once she discovers her powers, it's a wrap, bro. It's
because I feel like that is like, and I don't know if she knows it or not, but that is very overpowered.
Oh no, it is. No, but this
depending upon how many times, it's very overpowered.
And the more that she uses her ability, the more she learns, right? But this girl right here, she snaps so badly. She's not the same person you meet. Yeah, she is not the same person you meet.
Very much like she was this, like, I follow the rules, I do everything. I'm like this sweetheart who like doesn't get too much. Or do one
instance. Well, actually, she snaps at a couple of instances, but there is one.
But it gets worse.
Snap
it gets worse.
Like, oh, I don't like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
exactly.
The fact that like she has this like killer mentality when she feels like she doesn't have this killer mentality, and the crazy part is like you should know why you have this killer mentality,
right?
But you don't know why she got this killer mentality.
Homegirl is crazy. Homegirl is crazy.
Crazy. And I love it because there's only one person that can clock her. Because the one person that can clock her also is crazy as hell too.
I mean, everyone in the story is crazy. Everyone in the story is crazy, but there's levels to crazy. Yes, there's levels to the crazy. I can't even know because I don't want to say too much. Yeah. Look, everyone, this thing really turned on me because when I saw like the thumbnail, I was like, oh, she seems like the hero type.
She seems like the level-headed.
I cannot root for her that much. I cannot root for her. Like, I love her because she's got that girl boss energy, but at the same time, I'm like, you're messing with like my morals sometimes. Like, I don't know.
What makes her so like that is because she is very logical. She is logical,
but she's psychological.
Like no, not psycho, but she is cold logical to where like if the logic makes sense. I don't care.
It's intense. It's intense. Yeah. The logic is way too straight. Like she's not looking left and right. She's just looking straight.
There is no immorality. Like either
are there cars passing? We're not checking for cars passing. We're just going straight through the red lights. Yeah, that's her.
Crystal. I wish I could give it Psychopaths, but Psychopaths folk got morality. Homegirl has like been stripped of that.
Yeah.
It's really good.
She like read it.
Really good. Read
it. When they did the capture the flag, I was like, "Oh, you crazy!
Oh my god,
crazy!"
That shook me. I think that was the first moment that I knew this girl is going to like.
It's a wrap.
And the fact that nobody believed her, and I was like,
"Oh my god!" See, it's the fact that one person saw through her the entire time.
Bro, she been on it. She's like, "Yeah, something ain't right about you."
I am saying, if she is like that, her sister has to be ridiculous.
See, here's the thing.
I feel like her sister probably is a lot more sane than she is.
Yeah, so
I agree, but I still think her sister's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think we talk about her sister too much because people need to discover the family dynamic. The family dynamic is not what it seems. Let's just say that. The family dynamic is not what it seems. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Because mom, like, I just feel like the whole
Let's stop.
Mom.
Let's stop.
No,
let's
mom.
stop. Let's stop. Let's stop.
Done. Y'all read it. It's a good damn read.
No, it's a very good read. This one was unique, and I liked it just because all I do is work out and be dad right now, so this is my life. But I really don't know how to say this word probably, but the genius with Murim, fitness Warren.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I think that's how you do it. Basically, long story short, like if you read a bunch of webtoons, other manga, like basically Murim is like, you're a monk, not necessarily a monk, but like basically in a I feel like monk is like the best way I could put it. But like you basically train to level up and get stronger. Like there's different sects, and you have different sects with the CTS, not X. That you like have these, like you basically like train to become stronger. Assassins, whatever. I had to, because I can't say it right, so I had to make sure y'all knew.
It's the chat.
Oh my god, what kind of low back workouts, dude?
And Larry's back.
Oh.
Anyway, I told you we're not giving Larry no power in here. We're not giving Larry no power in here.
Larry missed the whole entire joint to where we was
just to
talking
come back.
good stuff. To come back and be like, "Hey, yo, Joe, so your lower back, your lower, what's going on with that?"
But this dude is basically like he's reincarnated, so it's a Kai-ish type vibes again. But he's in his previous life, he's basically a gym head, like to the utmost, like knows everything about yoga, knows everything about martial arts, knows everything about weightlifting, knows everything about cross training, knows everything about every type of training there is out there in the world that we can go do. He knows everything about, and it's like basically the ultimate specimen in that sense. And so he forgot how he gets transported into the world. Oh, he's reading one of these web comics, and actually gets teleported into it and becomes the main, and becomes the main, like he falls asleep reading. And then all of a sudden he wakes up and is in this world now and is the main character.
Okay.
And so like the way that they train in these societies, like it's very detrimental to your body. Like it's all about like, just be mentally tough and be like, overcome the pain, basically. Be like, bro, like you're literally destroying your knees by doing this right now. Do it this way and you'll get what you want and you'll be healthy. So like he does that. It's only 18 chapters in, so like it hasn't gotten too far in. But it was different. And I like the whole like weightlifting, like the being the genius fitness guy, and then being transported. It's like, this is interesting. This would be a different take on something that I'm used to reading. So that's why I went with this.
Okay. I mean, I always I'm like really into some gym stuff. Like it's entertaining. I think I watched like a gym anime recently, and I was like, this is very fan servicey, but I love how educational it is.
Was it how heavy are the dumbbells you lift or something like that?
I started watching it.
I haven't watched it, but I heard about it.
It's very fan servicey. It's not like intense fan servicey, but it is. But it's super educational. I like it, and they have a mini workout segment at the end of every episode, like after the captions. So after they review like an exercise, like in that episode, they do that same exercise at the end of the episode. So I really like that.
Got you. That's pretty dope. I might have to check it out now. Then I've heard about it. I haven't watched anything. But.
Yeah, it's really outrageous, especially Machio, who's the gym guy. He's like really tiny, and then he flexes, rips all his clothes off, and then he's like
the
huge.
ultimate sleeper build.
He's like huge, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Got it. But all right, I think we got one more or two more. So my in-laws are obsessed with me.
This actually sounds.
Do you read?
Good.
Do you read this one, Preston?
No.
Okay. This one's kind of interesting.
Okay,
so we start off with our homegirl here with the pink hair. She's like about to marry the love of her life, or she's like married to the love of her life. Unfortunately, like her family has already passed away. Like her dad has passed away. He like married somebody else. Like her now stepmom. Her mom passed away a long time ago, when she was a lot younger. But like the only family that she had left was now her fiance, her stepmom, and her like stepsister, and they were like everything to her since her family is already gone. Yeah. But it turns out that since her family had money, they all conspired to like murder her. So they poisoned her and killed her. And her fiance is actually like sleeping with her stepsister, and the stepmom is in on it too. And you get to learn a lot more about it in the later. So she gets poisoned, she dies, but she comes back a year before they kill her, because what she was poisoned with is a blood from this family. Their blood is basically like toxic. Anyone who gets exposed to their blood, it'll kill anyone like on sight. So she approaches this family and says, I don't think she knows this family has like this blood in them. She approaches this family, offers to marry the Duke in this picture, this guy, because she knows from her previous life that he doesn't want to marry the princess, who's crazy. Okay. He doesn't want to marry the princess, so she offers it a deal and says, "Hey, if we get married, like let's be married for like a year. I can protect you from the princess, so you don't have to marry her, and you can protect me from my family." So they do that, but we come to find out, and she comes to find out that she is now immune to this blood because she died from it before, and she now is helping, and she is now helping this family break the curse that's on their blood, because a lot of them end up dying young because of it. Yeah, they can't like produce heirs because of it, because the birth mother sometimes ends up dying through the process because of exposure to blood. It's crazy. It's deep.
I'm sold. All right, I'm picking that up.
That's interesting. Let me
it's fun.
Let me add that to the list.
It's dramatic. And it's more dramatic, intense for a long time, and then like after like maybe chapter 70 or so is when the slow burn romance starts to kick in.
Okay. Subscribed.
Is that on Webtoons?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
All right, say less.
I think everything left is on Webtoons. I had a few that were on Tapas. Actually, no. Was my dog? Oh, I haven't brought that one up yet. I think that must be the last one.
All right.
Cool. This is very Joe-esque. Very, 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 very.
No official
Joe-esque.
Translation.
There's no. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really weird.
I tried to read that today.
Wait. But they have the.
I know.
Empress has like, the manhwa.
I know, but no. When I tell you, I was looking. I think so. Someone just got the rights to it, but there's like no, like it's not on Webtoons, it's not on Top Us, it's not on Top. Like it's I read it on place don't read it on. Maybe if you could find something for me, because the only place I can find it are on some sites that got stuff that they don't have technically rights to. But OverGeared, it's a very Joe story. Basically, it's I have to say it every time, but dude, basically there's a video game that takes over, VR video game that takes over the world, SAO type, but not trapped in the world type vibe. And dude like absolutely sucks at this game. Like is atrocious at it, trying to make money on it, went into debt doing stuff, accepted quests for other people to do stuff, and they take advantage of them and kill him. Dude dies from like the weakest monsters in the game, which is hilarious down the road, because it comes back and he's like, wait, what? Like he's died so many times from like this like rabbit monster, like one of the beginning level. Yeah, it's so crazy, but it's hilarious down the road when he like powers up. But long story short, there's like different levels of class. So like there's like the rare, the ultra rare, and then there's like legendary class and stuff like that. He takes this quest and happens to complete it. They're expecting him to die and not make it. And he ends up completing it, and he's supposed to, when he does complete, he's supposed to give what he finds over to the people that paid him to do it. But he figures out what it is, and like, screw that, I'm just gonna take it. And it basically turns him into this legendary character who's a blacksmith. But this blacksmith was like also a like absolutely overpowered swordsman. But he can also create like the strongest weapons and armors and all this other stuff. So basically that's where the overgeared part comes in. He's able to create all these legendary weapons and armors and different stuff like that. He builds a guild, and it kind of goes
as well.
Is he? Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he becomes one as well. And he's carried a lot by his gear, but his skills develop over time. A lot of rivals again makes a guild himself. It's nothing crazy, no crazy story to it really, but it's just like, you know, an overpowered character. And it's a different, unique twist on how he got to being overpowered.
Hashira says, so is he Subaru at the beginning? Listen, no.
Nah.
Subaru is a different type of character. No.
Yeah, but it's I truly enjoy it. I think it's a really good read. So I enjoy it. Again, very Joe-esque.
Joe really does have like
Joe-esque is officially a stamp now.
Like
yeah, we're gonna have to use that. Yeah,
Joe-esque is officially a stamp now. If you see Joe-esque stamped on a manhwa or a manga, then you know what's up.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
Yeah, but that's the last one we had. So,
oh man, that was a long list.
Yeah, it was 20. I was like, I didn't know how long, like, because if I had all of them, it was like 27 of them. So I cut down. So I had like more that I put in there, and obviously, you had some more that you had not cut down some. But yeah,
so
that was
also very, very much kudos to you because I came into this live nervous.
I'm always nervous. I'm always nervous.
I was talking to Sher. I'm like, I'm not sure how this one's gonna go. How well it's gonna go.
I didn't know because I've read like webtoons and manhwas, but I haven't read like to the extent of you and Joe. And so when we said we was gonna do this live, like I started binging everything. Because I didn't know, but like Joe, you set this up very well to where it was like
I wanted to mix your stuff in, so I knew you could talk about, you know, it wasn't just like straight up. I'd be nervous too.
Man, shut up, Larry.
Bro. Go somewhere, Larry. Joe, you not
wait. Yeah, go ahead. Read that comment.
Yeah,
read that comment, and then talk about what we talked about.
Yeah, no, all right, Chris. So Chris is reading it. Chris, how far in are you? Because I know you're reading it. You mentioned it earlier. She's reading it.
Okay.
Listen, I told Chris that the same person that wrote Omniscient Reader is the same person that wrote this.
Is it good?
So with that being said, it's a very Joe-esque, but not Joe-esque, because Joe is like, hey yo, what's going on, bro? What is going on? Like she's called all the way up. So Chris knows about the nakedness.
Yes.
Oh.
How do you feel about the nakedness, Chris? Because at this point, like, I just love the chaos. I just love the chaos.
Is it worth the pick up the read?
See, it depends on your perspective. It's your perspective on the story, okay? So Joe and I were talking about this, and he's like, I just can't take this seriously. What's going on? He's like, this is the same person that wrote Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. It can't be, because the story...
No, it can't be.
So Mel, you have seen my plethora of what I like. Is this a pickup for me?
No, it's not a pickup for you, P. It's not. It's not. No, it's not.
You have to enjoy the pure chaos of it. You have to. Yes, it's the fact that he doesn't care. Like you. No. You have to accept that this is a parody of sorts. Honestly,
why
you have to accept.
I like it?
Let her, because there's no story. Like there is a story. Like when I tell you, it goes all over the place.
Let me just give you some like instances. Okay, these are technically like small spoilers. I'm hoping I'm not exposing the story, but let's just say this. Okay, this guy. I had to count the chapters. I think I told Joe this guy has been naked for 60 chapters. Okay, he has been naked for 60 chapters. He has been able to recruit people to be naked with him. Okay.
Is this like a funny type of thing?
But that's the thing, though. It's very serious. It's very serious because they become more powerful when they're naked.
I'm gonna read it.
No, P.
You don't have to read it. Read it, and give me your opinion. But
let me know.
This guy,
I just subscribed to it.
No, but straight up, it starts really serious. I'm like, man, this is deep, man. This is deep.
I mean, the first thing you see is apocalypse. So, like, yes.
I mean, and then you start to peel back the onion. Okay,
it's like, bro, this ain't even an onion no more.
Oh, say less. Say less. This seems like a good time.
It's fun though, you know. To like Chris's point, he just doesn't care. He does not care. He said, "Oh, we have a problem. I'm just gonna stab it.
I'm just gonna stab everything through it." Everyone's like, "Bro, I don't know if you can do it." Don't worry, I'm just gonna stab it.
But does he do it? And is he?
He just stabs everything. Yeah.
He stabs all the time.
Is he successful though?
And then the stab gets more like crazy. So he has like normal stab. Strong stab.
Oh no, this seems like a very funny read to me,
bro. But it's not supposed. That's the thing.
It's not supposed
to be. It's funny because we're making fun of it, not because it's funny.
Yes, exactly. It's exactly that. Because I was real shook when he said, "You know, this person seems weak enough. I'm going to use a normal stab." And I was like, "What do you mean? What's a normal stab?"
It's like One Punch Man to where like I'm just going to do. Like...
Yes, it's almost exactly that. Like if you can think One Punch Man, I feel like that is this.
Okay. I'm going to pick that up.
Oh my god!
Do it. You know, I encourage it because I think it's a ride that you need to experience to understand.
The crazy part is, Mel, I first saw this when there was 20 chapters. So I
So it was still normal. It was still normal.
So when I first read it again, I read this like years ago.
When did you find out that it was not normal?
2 weeks ago. So I read this a couple years ago again when it only had like 20 chapters. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like this ish makes sense, and it's kind of hitting. And I'm like, okay, perfect. It's got more chapters. I get like, is this the same thing I was reading 5 years ago? Like, there's no way. I'm talking to Mel about it. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, got it. I don't.
Sold.
I mean, sold. I wouldn't. I like personally for me, I wouldn't sit there and be like, you know what? I'll recommend it to you because there's some like thing to it. Like I think like Chris is saying, it's not a comedy. It really is not a comedy.
This is the same guy that wrote.
Yes.
Bro, I don't understand because I don't know if you remember in the beginning, in the first chapter. If you go back and look Omniscient Reader in the first chapter, he has he has the title of this series on the phones, like he's like looking through the different stories.
They refer to Omniscient Reader in the world after the fall too. It's like crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
but like I'm like, okay, cool. It's the same dude. Like, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember reading this.
So let me ask you.
And then I started keeping. I'm like, bro,
would you be upset if he tied all of that into the Omniscient?
They can't.
Like,
they can't.
No. They've already acknowledged what it is. They've already acknowledged what it is.
Yeah, it's
like if you read it, you'll understand. But again, to Chris's point, I think it's just the fact that the character is just really outrageous after some point. But when you read it, it is really serious to start. Like I was feeling for him, really feeling for him. And to be honest, it doesn't start to like turn like this crazy nakedness until like halfway, until like the number of chapters that exists right now. Don't ask me. Do not ask me. I did not write the story.
Y'all say less. I'm gonna pick this up. This seems like
you're gonna like it. You're gonna be
it's a fun ride. It's a fun ride. I will not lie. Like I read week to week because I am so curious as to what craziness this man is about to do next.
Because for me, it seems like that it might not be funny, but the hilarity of like this, whether he meant it to be funny or not, it's gonna be funny to me. And so I can't wait to pick that up.
Yeah, it's I think it's just funny because he's so absurd. Like that's it for me. Some people may like see it differently, but for me at some point I was like, this guy is just unhinged. But like I appreciate it to an extent, like just how like outrageous he is. I'm just like he's that guy. He is that high. He is him.
I'm gonna pick that up.
It just like goes like left. I'm like, what the heck is
I was about to say, when did it turn to like serious to like naked?
I mean, there's a reason. There's a reason to the nakedness thing.
So
there is
a reason. Okay.
No. There's a reason. I mean, as to why the author took that direction, I don't know. That's what I said. I don't know too. But there's a reason to the nakedness thing. There is some meaning behind it. If you understand the meaning behind it, it's actually quite like cute to an extent. But it's just like interesting. Yeah.
Okay,
like
Crystal, I'm sold.
You just gotta read it. You have to experience it to fully understand.
Like, trust the process is crazy.
Hey yo, so honestly, Joe, Manhwa Part 2.
There you go.
Part 2.
We finna set this up as a Part 2.
Oh my! I don't know if I have much more left to recommend.
I have more.
I got a few more. Yeah,
I have a lot more that I'm reading, but that's the other stuff that I'm reading. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, would I really recommend it to somebody?
Was it the fall? Was it the world?
The world after the fall.
Yeah.
Shotgun Boy, I would recommend.
Is that a yeah?
It's a manhwa. Lore Olympus, I would recommend.
Oh yes, Lore Olympus. Lore Olympus is done. So you can read that. That's like 200 and something chapters.
It's a 3 a.m. Just
Empress. I would like. There's a couple of things I would still.
I said give me 5, and you gave me 3.
I gave you 5, Joe. I gave you 5. We just ended up like.
Right? You shouldn't have gave me those. Anyway.
I didn't know what you were looking for, but yeah, Shotgun Boy. Like there was a couple of things that I still could have like.
Yes. What, Mel? What happened?
Nah, I'm gonna let you guys duke it out.
Oh no. Ain't nothing to duke it out about.
Like I said, there was a couple of things. The Clinic of Horrors, the school bus graveyard. Like there was a couple of things that I still could have.
All right, look.
Maybe we will duke it out. Maybe we will. Because listen. When I brought this,
I started reading. I started reading, and I was like, "Oh, I enjoy
listen. No, when I brought this topic up to P, before I brought it to your attention, I was like, "AOP, this would be dope to do it, Mel." Because I got back into reading, and then we were talking about stuff like,
so "You don't want to do this because okay, go ahead."
We brought it to P, and he's like, "I don't really read anything. Y'all would be able to do this, that, and the third." Right? But he just named how many more, Mel? Like 5 more.
That
it wasn't on the list.
When I
actually was surprised that Lore Olympus wasn't on the list, and that's why I didn't put it on the list because I swore P was going to put it on the list. Wow. Clearly, we needed to coordinate before this because no one put it on the list. How horrible of us.
Yeah. So
you just named 5 more.
But what? No, I named 3. So what I would say is like. Honestly, I know you guys, you two are way bigger.
Sure.
I'm not that big of a reader. So like,
sure. I got
and so when you recommend me stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, this is better.
But you just named a bunch of stuff that I had.
Yeah, this is better than Shotgun Boy. And then I also started because in my leisure time of like trying to catch up, I also read a couple of other things.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm reading some really new stuff that I can't put on this list. Like, it's got like 7 chapters, and I'm like, I don't feel confident. Like this new title that just dropped that's called "So I Killed the Main Character." I
saw that.
Yeah,
how is it? Is it good?
I read like 3 chapters. I said, "Oh, this is kind of interesting."
Is it good? Okay.
I mean, he literally kills the main character. Yes, and he becomes the new main character, but not the real main character. He's the sub player now. He doesn't have all the same like accessibility that the main character does.
Okay.
So I mean, that's as far as I've gotten.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got like 10 other ones I'm subscribed to that like keeps popping up. Like, I'll check that out after I catch up on what I want to read. So maybe we'll do a part
in between 2. Is something that keeps popping up.
All right,
I've seen that pop up a lot.
Do a part 2 then, P.
Yeah, we gotta do a part 2. We gotta do a part 2.
There you go. maybe not. No, I don't want to do a part 2 with us. Never mind.
No, we can definitely do a part 2. We can definitely do it. It just sounds like you have so much more, Preston. So much more.
Yeah. I was even like, P, we don't have to do this topic then. We could do a whole different line.
Yeah,
it's all right.
But I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
7 other ones
I told you like I don't want to be like if it's manhwa, like I'm going to do everything in my possibility.
Bro, this is your show. This is your show.
So it's a little bit different.
He don't get that sometimes, and I'm like, Pete, this ain't Joe. This ain't Joe with Anime Podcast. This is Life with Anime Podcast. Every time we intro said, your host, your co-host.
What's next on the agenda?
Family Man Joe and Mr. Music Major. How y'all doing?
What's next on the agenda?
Come on. Well, first I want to make sure Mel's good. If she ain't got to bounce, okay, cool.
I mean, we could go on for a little longer.
All right,
cool.
We got
Joe.
Anyway, yo, everybody here. There's still 16 of y'all in here. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in, chiming in. If you are still here, obviously you are still here. That's the only way you can hear me. One, if you haven't already, I done had 2 glasses of soju, y'all. No, I'm just kidding. I'm good actually.
Hey, yo,
I
Joe,
really want
Joe,
to.
make another one.
I want to go make
the
another
later
one,
this
but...
the later this guests, the more it goes like this.
Yeah.
Joe, because I'm gonna pour up another one.
Go ahead, go do that. Hurry up. I already poured my second one. When I said I'll be back, I
Pour
poured
your
my
third
second
one, Joe.
I'm good. I'm drinking a Ramoon, or however you pronounce it.
Or how are those?
Good. I like them. I hate the tops though. Like, this don't make no sense.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
This don't make no sense. It does, but it doesn't. I hate it. But yo, make sure you guys go support Mel. Her handle, that P, there P go with that shirt. Go support Mel. Her handle is tagged in the title. Show her some love. Go subscribe to her channel. Go show her content stuff. She's got dope content. You've been here. You see how awesome she is. She's super dope. And then go check out her stories on Instagram, where you get to hear her potty mouth and see her go through all the emotions that she has. It's hilarious. And then 2, make sure you like the stream if you haven't already. It helps. Our goal is to get to 50 concurrent viewers at once. We are currently at 16. It's a little slow today, but it's all right. We enjoy. We got the people here that love us, that we love back. So appreciate you guys sticking around and hanging out with us. And for whatever reason, if you are still over there on Instagram watching, come on over to the YouTube. Come hang out with YouTube.
Here.
There's cookies. There's soju. There's chips. I got gummies. What you want? Not like candy gummies. Not the other gummies. There we go. We got some Kampai foods over here. Come hang out. We can chat it up over here on the YouTube. A lot better than we can on Instagram. We live on Instagram, but I'm not looking at nothing on Instagram. So yeah. All right. Let's move on to this. P, we never did these, right? The this or that's.
No,
Okay.
Joe. Anytime we.
Every time, listen, we've had these this or that's for like 4 strings played out, and I think we did like 3 of them at one point with, I forgot who it was, because it was like a 4-hour stream. So
Shout out Brolic.
Yeah, Brolic.
That stream was long.
Yeah,
it was good though, but it was long.
It was long because we talked for Brolic and with Jig, because that list for IGN went forever, bro.
Oh, we talking about with Jig?
Jig went forever. Yeah. I've had this or that
even
with Jig. Like
Brolic was
longer. Yeah,
that was 4 hours and some change.
Yeah, I heard you guys being like, we broke our record again, and I was like, oh my goodness,
bro. Each time. I don't think we're gonna break it today. So, but let's get going to this or that. So this is just a little bit more fun. Yo, chime in the chat what your answers would be. This is just kind of more of a fun thing. And then depending on how long this takes, we got some questions from the IG fam as well.
Were good too.
There were some good questions. So maybe we'll do like just a couple of these and then we'll move on to the questions. I think that's a good idea. So actually, P, you do me a favor. You know, type some of those up because I didn't type not a single one of them up. In the I have them on the list. I just don't have them in the things to pop up at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta kind of do that back and forth. So
you do have some.
Those are all old. So a lot of these are fun to make fun of Preston. But the better show, Hunter x Hunter or Yu Yu Hakusho?
I can't commit to this question.
P, don't pop them up.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, yeah. Definitely you Hakusho.
Yeah, I know. It's Yu. It's Yu. This was
I've only seen Yu.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're happy with that.
I mean, what do you mean? What happened with that? I
said we're happy with that.
Oh, you're happy with that? I mean,
Mel.
So that's a story for another time.
All right.
That's a story for another time.
Well, we're besties now, so we could talk about this whenever you're ready. Okay. That's crazy. And I some of these we can skip because we did the whole Better Brother thing. I know we've all seen that and chimed in on that more than once now. Here we go. Here's one that's new. Which world would you rather live in? My Hero or Demon Slayer?
My Hero. I don't want to be eaten by a demon. But
I mean, look, the way my man's was going crazy, the way the My Hero verse is looking right now, a lot of people losing their life right now. And you're not guaranteed to get caught up with a demon either. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's true, but you know what? It's My Hero. I would prefer that disaster over a demon.
Okay. I as much I put it up here because I hate on Demon Slayer a lot. I do.
So that's not the world for you.
Yeah, that's not the world for me.
Hmm.
That's really not. Better show, Code Geass or Death Note. Have you not seen? What have you not seen, Mel?
I've seen Code
Oh,
Geass.
okay. You haven't seen Death Note?
I have.
Oh, okay. I was just making the way your reaction made it seem like you hadn't watched both.
No,
of them.
I'm thinking about it. I think I would go with Code Geass. I like Lelouch a lot better, like as this methodological. I don't know how you say it, like mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I like his approach.
No, I agree. I mean, I give Code Geass a lot of hate, mostly because of Rob, and him picking Lelouch over Edward and Full Malcolm's Brotherhood.
Yes, I remember that actually.
Yeah. But I definitely, between the two, I would definitely pick Code Geass, and obviously P over there is focus. I love it. P lock in.
Yeah. So Death Note.
Ooh,
100%.
okay.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So see, part 2, I still enjoyed, even though it wasn't as great as part 1. I still enjoyed part 2. For Code Geass, the ending was very anticlimactic. Like I saw that coming, and I was like, this is what we're finna do. And I was like,
I didn't think it was bad. The thing is, it was spoiled for me, and I still enjoyed it.
I wasn't looking forward to like light being like snapped off. Like I didn't think that was going to be the end for him.
Oh, I figured that was going to be the end. There was no other way to go.
But I knew for Lelouch, like, oh yeah, y'all finna like do this.
I mean, I think for me, I felt both ways. Like, there's no way y'all can continue.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Light deserved it.
No,
absolutely,
100%.
Oh,
so it was coming, but absolutely. I don't know. Light is a different dynamic.
All right, choose one. I think this was a P one. This was P. P came up with this one. Choose one. Miss Winry or Riza Hawkeye.
I would go with Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not as difficult to deal with.
That's very true.
I don't know.
But
like Winry is like figuring her life out. You know, things are hard for her. But like, if I need somebody like to come through, it's Hawkeye. I mean, technically, she can too. Actually,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She's.
I think they're very obviously different ages, but very similar characters for their main character, right? Like, what Winry is to Ed, Riza is to Mustang. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously, in a much maturer scale. But
I mean, I think I would just prefer Hawkeye. Like, if I need someone to really come through in the clutch, and I feel like I'd need someone like her, I would say Hawkeye.
No, absolutely. I can see that. I could actually, honestly, I probably would go with that too. I love Winry though. Winry, honestly, I don't think I would say Winry's my favorite female. Honestly, Riza's probably my favorite female character.
Gotta be up there.
Riza's probably my favorite female character from the series.
Envy, good character, but yeah, Riza. I did enjoy Envy very much so. Roy kind of clapped that off, but but the characters to the homunculi, like they actually like had solid like
they did
development 100%.
They were dope. All right, let's do like 4 more. Let's get to 10. Let's get to 10 of them. Which would you rather be, a demon or I guess one of the high upper demons or a Hashira?
Give me demon. I'm
facts.
Sorry.
It's facts.
I mean, I like sunlight.
But bruh,
survival though.
I was about to say longevity.
I need sunlight, and I don't think I could live for that long anyway. So I'm gonna say Hashira. I would get bored after a while. I'm like, man, it's been a couple of centuries. Can we be done with this? Just step into the sunlight.
Ain't nothing new under the sun, basically, or under the moonlight.
I need sunlight, man.
I think I'm still picking the. I'm picking the demon.
I mean, logically speaking, just how powerful they are, yes. But you know what? I need that sun.
Even the ending of what we saw. Yeah, give me demon.
What ending?
Yeah, P. Hush.
What? That's crazy. Who said that? That's crazy.
All right. Go ahead. If you had something more to say.
Mustang.
No. So it's more. Sorry, I'll
I mean,
preface
this one's nullified for me as
I was
well.
gonna say, is it Nin or Nin or Alchemy is the power systems that I'm saying, and yeah, Mel hasn't seen. Go ahead. Pete, I'm assuming it's Nin for you.
I don't know.
Is it?
Practicality? I don't know.
I think
I think of like which one would be harder to obtain and which one could I like use for me.
I think Nin is the harder ability to master.
And so like I feel like that would be easier usage to learn alchemy, but practicability, like I feel like I could use that practically as well. So I
mean, me with being a heavy train guy, I definitely choose Nin because I could be more personal and I could develop it how I want to and get stronger with it.
Train guy.
Yeah, but definitely alchemy is like more readily available ability. Like,
but I also get that like
as long as you know as long as you can draw the circle, you're good to go.
Even with music, like Nin might actually be in my benefit.
See,
so I get it. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna go. I hate Hunter x Hunter. I don't hate Hunter x Hunter. Let's backtrack that because people
you better watch yourself.
Joe, don't clip that. I don't hate Hunter x Hunter.
Listen.
I just think it's a very mid-tier anime. Power system though, it's very solid. So I'll do Hunter x Hunter.
Okay, we'll go and then I'm not gonna let that get me. I'm not gonna let it happen. You can only protect one. Boji or Anya.
Boji.
Anya.
Boji.
Anya.
The man can't speak in Boji.
I know, but I don't know. Anya just
I feel like
me.
I feel like Anya is such a smart kid, and sometimes she's so smart to her own.
I mean, that's
Boji
true.
is just like so much of truth. Just like
Boji is pure innocence.
He's pure innocence.
Literally pure innocence in a human being.
True. That's true.
That's good, Joe. Pure innocence.
Yeah, I'm going Boji.
Gotta go Boji.
And I will say I haven't seen the second season of Spy Family yet, which I know I'm slacking. I need to.
Boy, that OP and ending is slaps.
But I definitely go with the pure innocent character for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Chris. Hey, Chris. Ranking of Kings. Man, such a good show.
Listen,
great
show. I remember watching. It was like maybe the teens of the episodes, and I was watching it because I come down every weekend to play at church, and so like I'm watching it while my mom is cooking dinner, and I am crying. And my mom,
were you not crying? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Shut your ass, Joe. And my mom comes in, and she's like, "What is wrong?" And I was like,
"Terrell."
She literally like,
you
Terrell,
okay?
Like Terrell was wrong, and I was like, but it's Boji. Like I can't. Yeah, it's Boji. It's Boji. Listen,
yeah.
I'm a cry. Listen, I ain't got no shame in my game. I be crying.
We know. Mel hasn't watched this one, so we go kind of skip this too. She gotta watch Shangri-La. I know you mentioned it in the video.
Yeah, I'll make my way.
Shangri-La is good. I just feel like there are no stakes.
I'm not answering this question. These shows are way too different. They're way too different.
Which one do you like better? Sports is in the sports anime category.
That is such a hard question. I'm not gonna lie.
They offer too many different things.
Listen, I'm with you. But they have both. But they have both gotten me.
This question is diabolical. This question is diabolical.
But if you had to choose between,
you gotta choose
diabolical.
We hear Mel.
I'm gonna say Blue Lock. I'm gonna say Blue Lock, even though like Haikyuu holds a very, very special place in my heart. I'm gonna say Blue Lock. I was actually talking to like the guys at what is it? Moon Piece podcast.
Yeah.
Danny was saying that he really, 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 really loves Blue Lock. Like he's locked in reading the manga. And I was like, you got to talk to Joe from Life with Anime podcast about it then, because he's also like gung ho about it.
Man, locked in. I caught up today. Earlier today, I read like two chapters.
I'm not caught up, but it's good. I'm caught up to Haikyuu. I'm 213 to the manga.
Wow.
Blue Lock. Let me tell you something. There are only a few sports anime to where I'm like, Blue Lock, one of those.
Blue Lock's just structured different. It's
No, it is. It's a whole
structured
different.
super different from any other sports anime that I've ever consumed or engaged in.
Because they care about more characters than just the one.
No, it's not just about that. It's the
Sure.
way that they break it down for you. Like
How
just
so?
the what do you mean how so? Like break it down mentally, like on a fundamental basic
Yeah.
psychological level, how they
Like how is
break
each
it
character
down for
thinking?
you.
Like, what are we thinking
Yes.
on the field? Like, what are we trying to accomplish? What
Yeah.
are we doing? Like, it takes you into the mind of the athlete versus just what's going on in
Yes,
on the
exactly.
game.
And I think so. And I think like you two, Joe and Mel, y'all know that more than anybody, being athletes.
No, for sure. But
me, on the other hand, coming in as like not an athlete, I'm a music major. Like this, like I love sports and everything. I think this, for me, it does just a little bit different for me. I watched Haikyuu, I've watched Slam Dunk, I've watched Hajime no Ippo, I've watched
people like that.
Megalobox. Ippo is like that. I've watched Megalobox. I've watched like a couple of things. Blue Lock does not do what the rest does for me.
Okay.
I enjoy the fact that there.
So you choosing Haikyuu? Is that what I'm hearing?
No,
You choosing
I'm enjoying.
Haikyuu?
I told you I'm in.
I'm just checking. Okay, I'm making sure.
The fact that like, and Haikyuu does highlight their characters very well. Blue Lock highlights their characters better. Everybody has a arc. Everybody has a story. Even the people that you don't think are worth the wild ends up being worth the wild, aka Rio, which again you would think that like without Nagi, dude cannot perform. But what you come to find out is that dude is equally.
I don't think we're there in the anime yet.
Yeah,
gotta be careful, man.
Neil, it
gotta
is
be
so
careful,
hard
man.
for me not to spoil. Got it.
Next one, last one.
Sanji. Why is this even up here?
Sanji, what are we doing?
Why is this even up here?
Him. Zoro.
Nah.
The only answer is Zoro, and
Sanji every day.
I said
Sanji
it is
every
Zoro
day.
or Zoro. That's what I should have did. That's what I should have did.
That would have worked out great for you. Sanji.
Look, the chat last time said Zoro, so that's all I gotta say. Look, there we go. We got a Zoro in the chat.
You got one Zoro. I'm picking Sanji.
Zoro. All day long.
Are you sure you're not letting your bias get in the way?
I don't know why this question is up here.
There's only one answer. You know what I'm saying?
It's not though.
Oh boy.
And even if you were to break that anyway, like
this question can go on to the end of time.
And that's what I'm saying. Like we could do that.
I don't know why. I don't understand why though. I
should understand.
I truly don't.
I'm not even finna be baiting.
I'm gonna sip my tea and call it game.
Because I will follow the bait. I'm not finna. No.
All right. Let's get.
Joe, you know better, man.
Let's get into some questions. Let's have some fun with some of these questions. Man, this question is about to be quick because we done answered it like 10,000 times. I don't know yet. We ain't seen enough of the Bofurin yet to see what they all got going on in the fight. But I will say Bofurin is a lot less stakes and life threatening than Tokyo Manji. So
talking
gang versus gang,
yeah,
like, gang versus gang, like in a battle.
I'm gonna pick Bofurin. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm with Joe. I can't really pick because I don't have enough substance yet. Ooh.
Yeah, my only reason, and I would sorry, my bad, P. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go.
I was gonna say if I had to pick one, I'd say Tokyo Manji at this point because we've seen people like lose their life in a fight.
They're a different type of violence.
They're different type
They're
of
different type of violence. But if I'm thinking like versatility.
I mean, Bofurin is more versatile. That's
100%.
Like,
I think that's like
I
agree with you. Like, I don't think they have been pushed to like the brink of death. But
I don't know if they
ever
are.
I don't think it's that type of story.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that type of story.
And if it's not that type of story, then if we're just thinking like 1-on-1, like Bofurin they have the versatility to take my like who Tokyo Maji like really have? We got Mikey, we got like the second in command, but like all of them cats, like the 5 that fought, they got the bag. They are versatile in what they can do, and they took out their opponent very swiftly, whether they were trying or not. Some were trying, and then some turned it on and was like, "All right, like I'm done." So I don't know. I would go before, but
okay.
But could you, is another quick one, could you share your anime list or list in general so we can see your ratings? We talked about this. We need to create one. Me and P definitely I've been meaning to make one, and I just haven't. And I feel like
my anime list, and
I feel like it would take me so long, and I would forget so many shows that I watched.
It took me a while. I kind of sat down for like 2 hours one day and just started logging stuff.
Yeah.
And then anytime like I see something pop up now, like on the app or something, I just log it. You know, it definitely takes time.
It sucks because I don't even know, like at this point in time, like what I have. Like I don't know if I could. That would be a hard feat.
It's hard. No, like absolutely. Like sometimes I see something, I'm like, oh wait, I've seen this.
Exactly. Like, oh wait,
Yeah,
exactly. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Shout out to Miss Mama Perry. I realize how small that is. Lore Olympus is the OG big seller. Remarried Empress is the second most popular, but why? I think she's saying she enjoys Remarried Empress more.
Oh, I mean, I haven't read Remarried Empress. I mean, for Lore Olympus, from my perspective at least, Lore Olympus touches on a lot of like sensitive stuff. They touch on like very trigger warning stuff like sexual assault and things of that nature, things that people can connect with. I think a lot of people found solace in the story and comfort in the way it tackled some of these issues. And I mean, who doesn't love like Greek mythology to some extent? Greek mythology in general is very popular, like as a concept, and it's a retelling of the story of Hades and Persephone. So I think that like just the concept itself may just be like really easy to like pull people in. Whereas I don't know the story of Remarried Empress, so I don't think I could fully answer that question.
I'll take over. I haven't read either, so for Remarried Empress. Like I feel like it's a story that everybody understands, to where it's like it's infidelity. Like there is a mistress, you are married, and there is somebody that catches your eye, and all of a sudden you are befuddled to why you like them, but you are going to give them all of the attention in the world, and you're going to forget about the one that has held you down since day one. And this is literally like, I have held you down since day one, but somebody has come along, has like tickled your fancy, and now like this is who I want to do, or this is who I want to be with. And so I think like for me, it's more so the story that I get it. Like I can put myself into that. I feel like that's the difference. Like I get that people love the Greek mythology, which even Lore Olympus has like a lot of that stuff to where you can put yourself in the place of, and that happens to you. But like I think a lot of people can put themselves in the place of like, I've given my all to you, and you put somebody else above me, and like, what am I to do from here? So, but very good, very good read. Both of those are a very good read.
But next, I think I saw her in here, so I bumped her question up. Pretty sure I saw Nina in here a little bit ago, so I bumped her question up. But thoughts on first episodes of Bleach and Blue Lock? Yeah, I think we.
I don't have on Bleach right now. Yeah, because I need to like lock myself down to watch Bleach, and I haven't had the time yet. There's just so much anime, but like, I mean, I think we've all seen Blue Lock's first episode, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we talked about. I don't think I saw it in here as early as when we were talking about it earlier, but it's good setup. I think we'll really get to see what's going on, especially with the animation wise. I know that's been in question. And this,
I like the color contrast in this first episode. It's like a little bit more
really
moody.
Good. Yeah, the coloring is really good. I think especially like kind of how, I don't want to say dark, but like it's kind of Blue Lock has a darker feel to it, especially like
Yeah,
especially
they're trying to set up a new mood.
Like
here.
the intensity of it, definitely.
Mhm.
I think the coloring does really well with that. So I'm curious to see what they do there. But I mean, you know us, Blue Lock all the way. So we hyped over here regardless.
Yeah,
Just
Blue
don't
Lock.
turn into a slideshow and we good to go. Yeah. So here you go. Favorite con you've attended? I've only gone to one.
Same. I only go to Anime NYC.
Okay, Mel, do this because I haven't been. Neither has P. So what is it that you love? Like, I'm assuming you have a good experience because that's the one you go to.
Yeah.
Like, what do you love about Anime NYC?
I mean, first, it's close to me. That's the
There you
first
go.
thing. Second is that like the number of like Japanese guests that they have that you can interact with is really cool. Like early premieres, like being able to see Dandadan ahead of time, being able to see Kaguya-sama ahead of time, being able to like hear from the Japanese guests like their thoughts behind the scenes and stuff like that. That's the engagement that I enjoy the most. And then because it's, I mean, with any con, I love just like how much cosplay it brings. You see like cosplay that you'd never imagine. I love how creative people get with it. People are really intense with it too sometimes. Like the props are just like insane wild.
One day, man. One day.
What?
I just love it so much. It's such a vibe.
Okay. P, what's your favorite? Because you've been to a couple.
Yeah, you have been to a few.
I've only honestly been to 3. That's AWA.
That's 3
Momo,
more. That's 3 times as many as we have.
That's Momo, and that's DreamCon.
Okay.
If I had to choose, like Momo is probably my favorite, and that's one because like me and Joe actually got to go to a con together, and like that was a really good time. Number 2, DreamCon. The fact that I walked around and everybody is like, you the guy that don't like Hunter x Hunter, or like, where's Joe to keep you sane because you be tripping.
That's a new level of fame, man.
P famous.
No. It's we. And I don't think we're that famous, but the fact that people would recognize, or even like I'm wearing the hat, and it was like, oh, I know where the hat is from. Like, again, like you with Joe, you with Preston, you don't like Hunter x Hunter. Like, where's Joe? I know he got the baby, but like he should be here because you be tripping a lot of the times. And so for me, like MomoCon is great because like that is where me and Joe had our first con together. But like DreamCon, to where people knew who we were, and the fact that Joe was not there, because if Joe was there, and it would have been insane. But like for people to know what the podcast is, who the podcast is, even our personalities, like the fact that like, hey yo, you P, don't nobody know me by P. Like my people know me by Preston or Terrell, but like the fact that like Joe has been calling me P for a minute, and that has caught on, and people are like calling me P, like it was a different type of vibe. It's a different type of feel. Not only that, but like it's our people. It's like honestly, and DreamCon, we'll get on that discussion later, but like it's our people. So like it was easier to integrate and say, hey yo, this is you, this is who you, even like walking around with Rob and walking around with like a lot of other people, like you get more recognition. So like I was, Joe, I need you to come drink. I need you to come to Dream. Like,
no, we're not. That's the wrong con. That's the wrong con. P, what con does she need to come to? What kind of she needs to come
before we get there, MomoCon is.
Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta come, Momo.
Shay, listen, I need you every other week to message Mel and tell her she needs to come to MomoCon.
Also,
I need more people applying pressure.
Which was also a great thing because MomoCon, Shay, we got to meet the one and only Shay.
Shay became unofficial third member of Life with Emmy podcast at MomoCon.
It was such a good time. And I think that's why like MomoCon was such a good time. Like, yes, DreamCon, people got to know us, but like MomoCon, like we got to actually hang out with with people that we had talked to.
Yeah.
That like that was such a good time. Whether it was Shay, whether it was like Nike, Blade, like Rock, like we got to hang out. Just like we got to hang out with like we really got to hang out with people. It was a great time. So if I had to choose,
I'm not gonna lie, I move in silence when I'm at cons, and that partially due to the fact that no one really sees me.
Listen. I'm Shay. You and Shay, perfect. Both of y'all come move in silence together with us.
I move in silence mostly because no one can see me because I hide really well in a crowd.
But that's what I think.
Come hide and hang with us.
Those are two different things. So I think DreamCon, you would not be able to hide.
No, I think I can.
Mel's like,
I think I can.
I can hide.
Mel, I don't think that's going to be the case.
You guys don't know how tall I am. I don't think you realize no one will see me.
I've tried to deduce based on pictures, and I realize obviously I'm assuming you're not that tall, but still.
But man, I will say just DreamCon, based on what DreamCon is and what DreamCon is about, you wouldn't be able to. Somebody would recognize you.
I don't know about
and so I think that's what I like about DreamCon is that like we recognize us, but for MomoCon, like I got to hang out with my folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
MomoCon was dope. So come hang with us, Mel.
MomoCon.
Come hang with us. Let's drink some soju together.
Everybody, like go ahead and blast Mel.
Everybody
tell
DM
her
Mel
to
on
come
Instagram.
to Momo.
We not about to be Mel's besties no more. In about 2 seconds, she about to kick us out the grid.
And that's fine. And that's fine, just as long as you come to MomoCon.
Oh my! What's the next question?
This will be a quick one. This was I'm actually curious if either of you will, probably more Mel.
I haven't started yet.
Yeah, I haven't started reading Soul Level Ragnarok.
It's sitting there. But you know, other things are taking precedence because you want to know something like reading about what I guess Solo Leveling Ragnarok is supposed to be about. I don't know. I feel a little bit like I don't want to read the story over again, just like with his son.
Yeah. I'm curious as to where it goes because obviously he's a part of it for his son, right? Like we see that. I'm really curious, like how much of in his life is he? Like because it seems like he's not there. But
I think that's the idea. Because I mean, if he was too involved, then I just wouldn't enjoy the story at all.
Because like you just getting your hand held through, like this is how you do it, and so we'll see. But no, I haven't read it yet. Vince, this is a good question. I actually like this, and it's definitely takes some time to think. I have one in mind, but what MC has the most plot armor? Shout out Dev the Great.
Oh, Joe, so you were like kind of going through these. So
there's a lot that we've like.
I was trying to highlight the favorite, but
that's a really loaded question. I don't know. That's a really good question. Is it Goku dies and comes back, dies and comes back? Is it Luffy? Is it Luffy?
Because that boy Luffy, bro, especially like in the pre-time skip, that man had all kinds of plot armor. This man died how many times against Crocodile and still came back and beat this man.
I mean, just the fact that like year 5, he just could restart his heart. It's like, okay,
we immortal now. we immortal now. P over there in deep thought. What you got, P?
I mean, Goku is definitely up there.
It seems like the chat is thinking similar things.
Yeah.
Luffy is also definitely up there.
Right? Like those are the first two that come to mind.
Asta also very much up there.
Someone in the chat also said that.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That's rough. Man, I'm trying to
throw a dart.
Just pick one.
Oh, this was good. If anybody's ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh, Yami Yugi plot armor is very much up there. Yugi should have lost a But
hey, yo, Mel, I just realized what we did.
What?
Ragnarok.
What about it?
What did we say happened?
Oh my goodness gracious!
I didn't even peep that because someone
I didn't hear it, so I don't know.
Ooh.
I didn't hear it.
But we didn't say. Yeah, we gonna stop talking, yo. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like we shouldn't be allowed to talk about sequels to things
Hey,
that
yo,
are
so
going
when
on.
the thing is,
So
I
when
didn't
we
even
cut
think
this,
about it.
can we cut this? Can I know what y'all said?
Same. Huh?
You heard basically everything we said about
Ragnarok
is a spoiler.
Yeah,
Because
because it's
technically, yes.
because
because
it's a sequel to Solo Leveling.
yeah. Sorry, y'all. Oops.
Yes. But yeah,
my bad.
Yama
Because I was
Yugi.
about to respond to a comment. I was like, wait, oh snap. My bad.
Oh, I see the one that you was about to respond to. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, y'all.
But yeah, Yama Yugi, very much plot armor. Dude should have lost a lot of times, but he got bailed out. Sometimes I think that Joy's a better duelist than he is.
Oh, probably for sure.
But he just has like the Millennium Puzzle, which that honestly means nothing to me, because when you get into like
my child brain did not understand that.
Yeah.
Because when you get into like Yugi Dia and you get like to these other guys, these mugs would have put Yugi in the dirt. No problem. With no Millennium Puzzle. And so like that's one of the guys I feel like has a lot of plot armor for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We got one last question because a lot of the other questions were about some webtoons and manhwa, like what's better than Omniscient Reader? Because it's at that person's top. Omniscient Reader is honestly up there. But there's a couple of them.
You don't think anybody could top that?
I mean, T-Bait, that's my number one.
I feel like everything is fine with top that, but that's me.
I ain't touched it yet, but
I don't know. I just really like Omniscient Reader, like whole inner workings, how the story is structured. It's so much fun.
Yes, like it would definitely be a recommendation above it. My bias is taking part as far as me putting T-Bait above it. Just because it's very Joe-esque.
Yeah.
But Omniscient Reader is like that's the series.
It's a really intelligent and witty story.
Exactly.
I tend to prefer stories like that.
If I'm gonna recommend something, or I'm gonna recommend something as well written as Omniscient, and that's definitely it. But last question, and this should really be it.
That was rough.
Is Luffy's Devil Fruit a mythical Zoan or an ancient Zoan if Nika's a real person? I think technically it would be an ancient Zoan at this point because but we don't know. That's the thing. We don't know.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We don't know. I think that's what it's like. He's trying to figure that out.
Because half of me wants to say mythical.
Yeah, I say mythical to some extent because I don't know if Nika was real or not. You know, they said he's a god, but
that's the thing. We don't know enough yet.
Yeah, we don't know enough. I'm sorry, I'm not smart enough for this question.
Man, listen,
that's the One Piece talk question.
Where Larry at?
Yes, that's a One Piece talk question. I'm not smart enough for this question.
Now we need Larry, and he don't want to show up. What's up with that? But yeah, that was pretty much the last question that we had. So,
all right,
man, Miss Mel, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Take time being here for a little bit over 3 hours. Appreciate you. To the 20 people that are here, thank you so much. Again, before we leave out of here, go and subscribe to Mel's channel if you are not already. Go show her some love. She got a new video dropping. We obviously have gassed up Omniscient Reader. Go listen to her talk about it. Got
next
that
week.
Next week. Yeah, next week.
Still gotta edit it, but next week.
Go check out our Dandadan video. Go check out our fall anime list video. If you want to get the Mel treatment of recommendations, go check out that fall anime video.
That one's loaded.
It's loaded. Absolutely loaded. Great Rex. She put me on some stuff as always.
Mel has never steered anybody wrong.
At least us. We'll stick with us. Mel hasn't steered us wrong yet. Okay.
I mean, I can't vouch for everybody.
That's what I said. Mel hasn't steered us wrong yet.
I will say for us, like everything that you have recommended has been a hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Until one day there isn't one.
Bruh, you can never do no wrong. You did Dandadan. In my eyes, never no wrong for you.
I mean, this is why I'm like, do you really want to see my anime list, or
Yes!
do you not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually don't even know where that is. I don't know if I have it like published or saved anywhere. Obviously, like it's on my anime list, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, we'll
it's some other dynamic.
Yeah. We'll have to I gotta create one. But yeah, Mel, if you again want to see some recommendations, go check out. Pretty sure that's your latest video, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
The fall
the
one?
fall one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the latest video, and then obviously Dandadan, I think is the one after that. Do
Also,
you have a
Mel,
husbando list, Mel?
I mean, yeah, but
Mel, people be wanting Mel.
See? You know what I'm saying?
Capitalize on this. Also, Mel, do you have any last words, like to where you want to?
I mean, as for last words, I mean, it's always fun being with you two. It's always a vibe. So thanks for inviting me on again. And even though this is like maybe the third time we're like hanging out over here,
Yeah.
I'm still nervous every single time. Like for the first 30 minutes, I'm like, what am I doing? But then obviously, as you can see it, and I'm sure most of the people on here can see it, like I start to ease into it after 30 minutes, which is technically a really long time. But you know, it's always a fun time. So one, appreciate you for having me on. Two, appreciate you gassing me up so much, because you know it does make me bashful, but like I thoroughly appreciate it. Like I feel like obviously like a lot of my growth has come with interacting with you, interacting with others. So I appreciate like just being with you guys. So
Absolutely.
thank you.
Listen, I mean, yeah, we gas you up obviously, but it's not just like pumping your head full of hot air. Like you obviously we wouldn't do it if we didn't mean it. Long story short, we wouldn't do it if we didn't mean it. So yeah, absolutely. Again, guys, make sure you guys go support Mel. She's awesome people, as you can see. Definitely go check her out. Yeah, we greatly appreciate your time, Mel. I know you got, I'm not sure what hubby's doing over there or whatnot. Maybe watching some One Piece, reading some manga. I don't know, but probably, I was gonna say, or passed out at this point.
Probably.
I'm actually curious if my wife is still. She might be reading. So the book.
I know my wife is passed out. I told her like, "Hey, yo," she was like, "Well, I'm going to sleep."
I'm gonna pin this real quick since this was just set. You know what I'm saying? Mel's the goat.
Mel's the
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Everyone here hypes me up way too much.
I told you,
way too much.
Listen, if y'all love us, y'all have to love Mel. It's a mandatory thing.
Mel, I don't think it's like
not only do I appreciate y'all, I appreciate like the fandom that you have here. Y'all are great people.
Yeah, no, you guys have been absolutely awesome. Thank you to everyone that super chatted with that One Piece talk, Rob, Logan, and Fallen. I think that was a fall for everybody. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys again. It's 22 of you here hanging out with us. Appreciate you. If you haven't already, before we dip out of here, make sure you guys like the stream. Helps us out tremendously. Really greatly appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate you hanging out with us for this long. And we will see you next time. I'm sure we will have Mel back in. We're talking about part 2.
Part 2?
We'll see.
Part 2. Oh my god.
We'll see.
I won't have that much next time, but Preston, it sounds like you have a lot.
Preston's got plenty. Preston gonna carry us on part 2.
Yes, you're gonna carry us in part 2.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all.